Oh my god,
Really?
oh my god, please. Yeah. Please tell me it. Oh no, please tell me.
I think still running.
Stopped stream by mistake. No. No, I don't know how to start it again. How to okay.
Oh yeah, you stop it.
Oh my god. Shit. I don't know how that happened. Actually I do know how it happened. Okay, I need to yeah. That's yeah. New stream link here. No. Oh, I made a mistake. I can't believe I made that mistake. Sorry, guys. Yep. That was a mistake on my end. I luckily, because it started again, I can edit everything, etc. So I apologize, guys, for making that mistake. So please feel free to share the link to the new stream. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Okay. I think I went to change. I went to change a scene. And essentially I accidentally stopped the stream, and because there's no delay, it stopped, you know, without me being able to like cancel it on yeah. I'm an idiot, basically. I'm an idiot.
No worries.
Okay. Hope that works now. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Already back on stream?
Yeah, obviously just so many people have left because they don't realize that the stream has started, but that's fine. It's not the most important thing in the world. Sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what happened there, but it's sometimes the way live broadcasting can work. Never mind. First camera, now this. It's all gone horribly wrong, Jessica. It's all gone horribly wrong.
No worries, no worries.
Okay.
Where's the new link?
Now.
Can I?
Yeah, I'll send it to you now. All gone horribly wrong. Hopefully they see the notification pop up. I also just want to I just needed to something here. I'm so sorry, everybody. Let me turn a little bit of music on. So yeah, I sent you the new stream link.
New link?
Sent it to you. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. That sometimes happens. Rip. Okay. I won't let that happen again. Yeah, that's something that'll never happen again. I also still need to fix my face cam, so I can do that. I just need to fix it on okay, perfect. Now I can just transition over because perfect. I can't believe I stopped stream. I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Okay,
No
so okay,
Yeah.
okay. As I recover from my near panic attack, Weibo Gaming, can they actually be stopped? Like, because they got. Did you know they got 29 points in that game, and that's actually the highest chicken dinner win we've had so far in the PEI.
Yeah. They play very well. Even more from today also they opened the day with another chicken dinner. That making my mind even how to say it? My mind blown. Because they very consistent with the point as well. And playing very
Yeah,
good. Not even but I don't know. It's still day 2, right? But we'll see because it's still the game 1.
it's kind of like what I think of when I think of the game so far and the lack of a chicken dinner coming out from the global teams. I think if you know the meme of or the gif of the old lady from Titanic saying it's been 84 years. That's what I think of, right? I just think it's you know, we haven't had a global team, and it's like, you know, it's like, but if it keeps going, it's gonna be like, okay, it's been so long since we've seen a win from a global team in this event. So it's I think it really needs to happen today. One of the global teams needs to step up.
Yeah. We'll see later on second match how it's going to be. It's very hard. I think this is the first. No, this is not the first. For Indonesia, I think this is the first time they join the Peace Game for Peace tournament. I think usually they just do the scrims and small match. I think.
Somebody's saying replace the screen to your camera, and I have no idea what that actually. Sorry, guys, I don't know what you mean by that. Replace the screen to your camera. Okay. Either way, there you go. So you have by the way, you have a lot of fans in chat. Is there anything that you kind of want to say also in your own language? You know, is there anything you want to say to your supporters and also in general Indonesian supporters and stuff?
Okay, maybe I will talk to them with Indonesian
Yeah,
language.
go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Halo, hai semuanya yang lagi nonton yang dari Indonesia. Tetap dukung tim-tim favorit kalian. Pokoknya seperti biasa. Jadi penonton yang positif, jangan toksik-toksik. Soalnya kan kita juga kasih tunjuk apa ya? Maksudnya kita kan juga dia tuh tahu gitu loh. Even kayak streamernya tuh tahu kalau misalkan viewers dia banyak yang dari Indonesia. Kita tetap tunjukin kalau misalkan kita yang dari Indonesia tetap punya attitude yang positif, jangan toksik-toksik ya. Kita boleh mendukung negara kita tapi jangan menjatuhkan negara lain. Oke? Jangan lupa untuk di-share ya, support the live stream, jangan lupa untuk di-share, jangan lupa untuk di-like juga ya. Karena hari ini ada aku, Jelly, dan besok bakal ada Eldoge. Kalau misalkan Eldoge ngeiyain, makanya kalian spam Eldoge buat nanti ngeiyain ngecaster bareng ImPERium, oke? I think that's all.
Awesome. Okay, that's really kick-ass. Thank you so much for that. Like, it seriously means a lot. Because that's the thing, like, I may not understand what you're saying, but it's still like, to me, it's important, like, for me, especially as somebody who kind of speaks you know, only English, that I still do my best to understand other languages and you know, just to absorb as much as I can in that sense. So thank you so much for that. However, game 2 is upon us, boys and girls. Just to get that playing path, it's pretty good going diagonally south east to the northwest.
Yeah. quite good and quite balanced, pretty balanced for all teams, I think so. So maybe it's going to be not so aggressive, like maybe gameplay. We'll see later. But over here, RNG, who is not really aggressive on the first game, but I really love how XZ1 play, how he maintained to do the how to do the clutch 1 versus 3. But over here, this is Monte Nuevo. Yes, this is Monte Nuevo. There's already 2 squads, Zeus and Eagle. Okay, there's 2 squads in Monte Nuevo.
There's 2 teams in Monte Nuevo. Now, they both dropped here yesterday as well. And it was Zeus that came out on top quite confidently as well. It was the first game of the day, and it was a great way for them to kick off what ended up being a very strong game. So if it goes the same once again, I could see Zeus really getting a very strong result in this game number 2. You can see Godless, he's kind of flanking around on the other side of the road, and that's going to allow them to get a couple more angles and information on where the members of Eagle Esports are.
Yeah, they know, they already got the angle, already got the information as well, because when you drop from the airplane, you will saw another parachute that's not only from your teams. That's why you're going to be very careful as well, just like IC did. Because this is the FPP mode, you cannot pick too long. If you pick too long, you will get shot.
Exactly. If you peek, you gotta reposition extremely quickly, and Darty is gonna be the first casualty in this fight, knocked down at the hands of Zio. Now Icy's gonna come in, he gets a knockdown onto Dakon, although he is on his own, he has to try and play around. Icy's gonna come in, nice play, he gets another knockdown, but he's gonna, of course, be taken out. However, a nice play and nice teamwork comes through, and that's gonna be Ably cleaning things up. Zeus taking down Eagle Esports just like that.
Yeah, it is a very fast fight, I think. This is a very good body system also coming in from Zeus. Look at the double pick that they did when someone coming in from the 2E, from the Eagle Esport, they coming in, but another player from Zeus directly doing the backstab from behind.
It's just so good, like, and that's what I talked about with even just the pinch that Zeus had with even Godless on the other side of the road, right? It's that blanket effect as an engagement. Yeah, okay, the risk of maybe getting picked off one by one is kind of there, but how aggressive Zeus were, there's absolutely no chance that was going to happen. So really good stuff from Zeus.
Yeah. I think Jumper is going to be ended from RNG. He do the split as well, like he's all alone, no one is going to back up him. On the other side, this is Huya from China. Oh yeah, this is the Chinese team. They coming from the Los Leones.
Did you know in China they're considered tier 2?
This one, Huya?
Yeah, they're considered tier 2 in China.
Really?
Yeah, yes, seriously, yeah. Because they qualified from what's called a PEI Wildcard event that involved like tier 2 Chinese teams. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
But their gameplay in this
in
this tournament is like tier 1 gameplay.
Yeah. I know.
Somebody there are some people also told me like this Huya team is the streamers team.
I don't know if that's the case. Maybe actually that makes sense because it's the streaming services team. Yes, I think that's the case in some way, shape, or form. But as far as I know, they're a tier 2 team.
Okay, so it's very mind-blowing as well because their gameplay is very aggressive, especially the Yamao playing like LMAO. That's
the joke we were using yesterday, all right, you know. Yeah, they were playing so good. Like 2 chicken dinners yesterday. It's just
Yeah.
crazy to know that there's like, because that's the thing, we think of the teams in PEL and the top teams in competitive. It's like we think of those as like they're the only best teams in China, but it's like there's so many like tier 2 teams who are well capable of like competing in they just didn't obviously qualify for whatever reasons, and you see them in a global event like this and they're playing like they're
Yeah.
like they've been competing with the tier 1 teams for years and years and years.
Okay, I cannot imagine if the tier 2 is like this. What's going to be if the tier 1 gameplay?
Man, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's great practice for them as well to be competing against Weibo, RNG, and the global teams, of course. It is great experience for them in this event.
Yes, correct. And we're going to see how on the second match. I really hope another global teams can catch up and
So do I.
show them that we can play also in this
Like,
mode, because this is a really hard mode, right? Oh my god. I cannot imagine if I'm playing with hardcore mode. Even if I play PUBG Mobile without headset, without earphone, I cannot play it very well.
it's crazy. Like, Weibo have a 49-point lead in first, and they've won 4 out of the 6 games so far. They won 4 out of the 6. Like,
Okay.
that is just crazy coming out from Weibo. But RNG, who have yet to pick up a chicken dinner so far, the other Chinese team competing in this event, are gonna keep the pressure onto the members of Team Seeker. And this is something that, I really criticized Team Seeker for yesterday, that I thought they might fix coming in today, is that kind of split drop, that separation that they've shown in these games, where even though RNG are split up, they're split up in the right way where they're able to support each other. Although, as I say that, Liquid and Luxy together from BTR in the blue gets a cheeky third party onto RNG. I still agree that Team Seeker are too heavily split apart in the early parts of this game, but RNG unfortunately getting called out by BTR.
Yeah, correct. And RNG just directly run away, of course, because they need to save the placement as well. But Team Secret, they already lose 2 members in this early game. This is not a good situation for them as well. Oh my god, Fabian, we're going to have a welcome shot for BTR. No. Look at Zaxi. The vehicle already almost broke it. Oh my god, the vehicle exploded.
Yeah,
okay.
BTR. Oh, feels bad, man. You've lost 2. Oh, man. I don't know if that should have happened. And we see a replay of Weibo getting a kill on one of the members of Dingoz in the bike. No less as Mad Toy goes down. You have GEEK Squad losing Morty at the hands of Mafia Boy DRS. Climbing back on what was a poor engagement onto the last player of RNG in game number 1. And Liquid, Luxy, they're under pressure. Warriors are feeling confident right now.
Yeah, Luxy and Liquid now is being catched by the team from Korean. Juni is trying to find another player from BTR. Look at Sung, already prepared the grenades as well, but Juni still screening from the outside. And I think it's going to be a hard situation for them. But look at Liquid. He's trying to spray down another player from the WRS, but it's going to be a very hard fight.
Oh, no.
Because look at the Korean team. Look at the Korean team set up. They already set up very well. 2 inside the house, 2 outside from the house as well. It's going to be a clutch, I think, from Luxy. Look at that. Luxy is the last man standing. Must be eliminated as well.
Like, I thought Liquid's disengagement from the building onto that low ground dip was perfect. It was really good, and you can see he actually did get a little bit of pressure, but I don't get why he re-entered the building in that capacity, right? Because you've already committed yourself to separating from your teammate, right? You've committed yourself. You can't expect to recommit yourself. You know what I mean? It's like getting,
I get it.
You
I get
can't
it.
do that because too much
That's
time
why.
has passed where your opponents have been able to surround that building, like you said, two inside the building, two outside the building.
Yes.
It was a poor mistake by Liquid.
Yeah, correct. Because if you're not committed to one action, it's going to be very hard in this mode.
Exactly.
Just like what they did, they kind of not committed. Like Liquid, he's really don't know what to do. He going out and getting in again. That's why it's going to be a very hard situation. Because if they commit to this engage 100%, I think they still can manage to survive on the for the next circle.
Indeed, indeed. Now, as the circle has shifted over to the west, you have La Bandita in play. Minas Duralis as well, which still holds a couple of teams. Valdus is on the sidelines. I think it's Power Triple Eight that's inside Minas, which I'm honestly not a fan of. I'd like to see them disengage away from this area. But La Bandita, you have that massive kind of, boulder circle. It's a great spot to hold on to, but it sometimes, and situations like this, little bit tricky to control right when it's in the center of the circle, so teams are gonna have to be very cautious playing around that area.
Yeah, it's very tricky. Like as you said before, from Huya, oh my god, they strikingly can get one by one player from GEEK fam who's doing the rotation, but Aldino is trying to survive. But look at here, 74 is going to catch him. I don't know why, but Chinese teams always rush for the vehicles, always chasing the vehicles, just like 74 did for now. And Aldino strikingly have one small shack to get some cover, but oh no,
Wow.
the hole over there
Oh,
is going to be advantage.
And then Tom's
And-
desperately kind of goes for a rotation into that building, and this is what I call I wouldn't say lack of preparation, but panic rotation, right? As in when you rotate,
Yeah.
not only in this kind of circle shift where it's centralized around La Bandita, you can't really expect to rotate late and enter the side of La Bandita without getting in some way caught out. You're coming across an open field, and then if you don't have a plan B or a plan C, that's it. You're running around like a headless chicken. And that's what GEEK fam did, right? They separated, they split apart. They didn't seem to know what they wanted to do. And again, it's just a little bit of a feels bad, man, because I expect better from GEEK.
Yeah. Moreover, if on the FPP mode, when you drive the car, you cannot see another angle. You only see the vision from
That's fair.
Yeah, from the dashboard. It's going to be very hard if your rotation getting caught by another team.
Yeah.
That's why they got panic attack.
But that's why you gotta have a plan B and a plan C, and you've really
Yes.
gotta know where you want to go. Because if
Yes,
you don't,
correct.
if you're not able to get that information, yeah, you are dead right. That was a great point with the perspective of FPP in a
Yes.
vehicle, because that's actually something I did overlook, to be fair. As Warriors have moved across from Minas Generalis, which I think is really good, and that's why I recommended Power Triple Eight move away from Minas Generalis, because in my opinion, now Power Triple Eight are pinched by both Valdus and Warriors. Should the next phase move down, it kind of does. Still, Power Triple Eight are inside the circle. It's centered quite nicely. HVNB looking very good in this phase, and Reject Scarlet, they are split up, but I really like where they are currently positioned.
Yeah. From the previous match, I don't really saw a lot actions from Power 88, but I hope for this match they will catch up again, because what I know, Power 88 is a very aggressive team from the PMPL Thailand as well. They have a very good player from Power 88. But for now, we're going to see also another setup from another teams like Huya. Once again, the Chinese teams is going to get the higher ground. And very early, they already get the 14.
Reject Scarlet. Or Reject, as they're actually just known as. They were formerly known as Reject Scarlet, but they changed their name to just Reject, going up against the players of DRS. Global tournaments recently, they looked very confident, but of course, this is a very different kettle of fish. Divine gets stabbed in the back by a Gayalzin. Great play by DRS to use the Molotovs to reposition and expose Divine into the open to get that knockdown. I don't think the revive is going to come through, but I also can't see DRS pushing on that to really confirm that kill as of yet, so Divine will probably just bleed out. And that's why I recommended on that circle shift for Reject to join up as a full squad super quickly, because I really think it would have allowed them to defend the engagement from DRS a lot more confidently.
Okay. But I think from Divine, oh yeah, he cannot be safe anymore. Reject is on the hard position, remaining one last man standing, and now Weibo, we're going to meet another Chinese team. Chinese versus Chinese for now, on the edge of the circle. Look at Yamao already making the grenades. This is the setup trap. This is the grenade trap that they always did. They always do when squad rushing in with a vehicle. But
China against China.
Yeah,
China against China. Now, for FA 74, sorry, for 74, should I say, I really think he needs to kind of find a better angle. As much as he's supporting his teammates, I don't think it's enough to really suppress Weibo, because Weibo are together in a 2-2 spread, and Hugo is going to get knocked down. That's going to put more pressure on the Huya. I can see Ming and BBZ going to be pushing on forward. Yamao going to be holding down. You can hear the comms coming on through as the players of Weibo driving forward. Yamao does reposition. He predicts where the players of Weibo are going to be. Leader gets caught out. That's great play by Yamao. That is 9 million IQ positioning by Yamao. He knew exactly what Weibo were going to do, and that reposition was on point. And now CJ is going to join in on the mix. It's a clean 3v3, and they actually kind of swap positions as ZZ9 gets knocked down. 74 makes that spot work as Weibo do have the comfort of the building. The revive will probably be pulled off, but that gives time for Huya to turn the tables and suppress Balance and pincer the players from Weibo inside that building. A couple of mollies, a couple of grenades. I can see Huya come out on top and take down the current leaders of the PEI.
Yeah, all of the angles. He tried to shoot, he tried to predict. It's a very nice game sense played by Huya, but now 74 is going to cook the grenades, going to throw it, but what? A nice counter from BBZ. He get the shot, he got the angle from the very small hole, but for now Yamao is going to do another repositioning, I think. He's going to flank from another side, and look at that! Another shot from Yamao coming in, and another! Oh my god, another crazy shot! This is an IQ 200's gameplay from Yamao.
It was all Yamao. That fight win was overall all Yamao. Great play by Hugo as well. Great play by CJ, to be fair, but that was really all Yamao, just absolutely on top. Okay, Weibo, you are human after all. You are human after all. You're not invincible. Great player. I know it was another Chinese team, but it is kind of, there's something a tiny bit satisfying to see the leaders go out early on in this game. 10 teams left, 31 players alive will allow R&D and Zeus to maybe get back up into in terms of the overall standings. Power AAA under pressure on that disengagement away from Minas Generalis, which I recommended that they pull off 2 circles ago, and now they're getting put under pressure by both Dingoz and Warriors.
Yes, and also I think Valdus will going to join the fight from the other side, but for now we're going to focus for Power 88, who's trying to clear the area. Look at this, the one who, no. Who is the one from Power 88 who do the very far away flank? They did the split 1-3, Power 88.
I don't know, to be fair. I'm not sure. I don't quite see it on my sidelines. Luckily for the players of Power AAA, Warriors were being kind of third-party by RNG, to be fair. Not out of the game just yet, Warriors, but it has slowed them down to allow Power AAA to focus a little bit more on Dingoz as the Blue Zone's closing in on this Phase 5. Huya, the Tier 2 Chinese team, wiped out the Tier 1 Chinese team of Weibo Gaming, are going to be climbing up onto the crater of La Bandita. This circle is absolutely fantastic. DRS are in the compound up on towards the hills overlooking La Bandita down on the south side of this phase 5 circle. They'll be hoping on a wing and a prayer that the circle stays in their favor. Grenades are gonna go flying, and that's power AAA wiping out warriors with a hell of a lot of mollies and a couple of grenades just to follow suit. That will allow power AAA to focus a little bit more as Pimburu gets knocked down at the hands of Yamao.
Yes, another gameplay from Yamao as the last man standing from Huya. Meanwhile, Dingoz Pemburu, got killed still from Power 88 aim. Too bad for Yamao. He got the knock, but another team got the kill. But for now, I think Yamao realized that another team is on their side, is on another side from him. The Yamao needs to find out another way. He cannot straightly going for Power 88 because he is alone. He cannot do it by himself. He just straightly turning back. But for now, Zeus Godless is being caught by XZ1. Another good gameplay, making another rotation from another team is being very chaos.
Yeah, a little bit careless from Zeus, to be fair. It's not like they're down to one player. They had a full squad up. There's no reason for them to kind of rotate one by one in some way, shape, or form, or at least one player on his own. DRS are going to be kind of gatekept on the circle a little bit by Zeus. However, that gatekeeping has been affected by not only RNG, but now Reject, who get a knock on Zeus. The last player, Reject, becoming a bit of a nuisance as he holds an anchor point in this circle on his own inside the buildings. The circle shifted to the west outside of most of La Bandita, but the western edge of, or western half of La Bandita is still in play as Valdus the Murder did opt to go inside of the actual La Bandita crater. HVNB also looking very healthy in this combat. I could see a HVNB chicken dinner come through.
Yeah, I think they got the chance for this game, I think. And for players for RNG, he got sandwich also, I think, for RNG. And DRS as well. What Gelsen got caught by player from Zeus, but I don't think he can be revived. Is they want to do the revive, they need to get a lot of setup because Gelsen already being locked by player from Zeus.
Yeah, I don't think you should go for the revive, to be fair. AJ should look to try and wrap around, but he has to go down the hill of La Bandita, right? And down that hill, he's just he's an open target for any of these teams, whether it's Zeus, whether it's Valdus the Murder, or whether it's the last player of Huya, to be fair. What I am kind of like is that Huya is down to one player, RNG still 3 players strong, because I really want to see this global team grab a chicken dinner in this game number 2. And with Weibo going down earlier on, that makes that possibility just a little bit higher.
Yeah, even though RNG is still there, but yeah, not full squad. Creating more hopes, I think, for the global teams. And for now, Ably, look at that shot! Oh my god, from Ably coming in again. Ably is a very good rusher as well from Zeus, but I think the players from DRS cannot go anywhere, already being locked. Gelsen just get revived, and also will get caught by Yimao! Yimao again!
Yeah, I thought that might be the case, to be fair. And although I get they did go for the revive, I don't know why they didn't just push down the hill with the buggy together, right? Because there's a much higher chance that they're going to survive as RNG are being blown to smithereens. Just one player left off the back of that rotation. HVNB punishing them. However, the circle has gone down south, and that last player from RNG is still alive. But out of the 2 Chinese teams that are left in this game, both of them are left with only 1 player up. Reject have to move down that hill. Gonna chuck out a smoke that might actually expose his position. Zeus are getting the revive on the Icy. A little bit of a stalemate, and 77 looks to suppress Sarah of Reject.
Yeah, this is the 1v1 situation. I think Sarah, last man standing from Reject, is going to try to secure this compound, but 77 already know. Oh no, the Molotov! Oh, Sarah gets burned, and it is RNG once again. Get another barbecue. Oh my god.
Man. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. That's a great defense coming out from the last player of RNG. He knew he had to not allow Sarah to get close to that kind of a one-on-one engagement. So using that Molotov was the right move. He knew exactly where Sarah was. That Sarah was a little bit down on health, so he was going to be slow on that movement. And just really good play coming out from the final player of RNG. Picks up another point for his team as well, to be fair. Currently on 5 kills so far in this game as HVNB are being gifted towards these circle shifts so far in this game. They have nobody behind them. They can focus fully on what's in front of them, and having that 2-2 split is perfect.
Yes, all the splits are perfect, and look at that. Zeus is really on fire also in this game, and it's another kill coming in from Power 88. For now, Martin is just trying to reach his friend Goddard, but this is a very hard situation as well because there's also another player from Huya still surviving, and I think this is the chance for global teams to get the chicken dinner.
I definitely think it is. Power AAA are looking in a fine position as the circle centers up. HVNB, for the most part, still inside this one. Zeus are on the southern tip on their own, but it's a very open landscape where they kind of really have to go downhill to get into more of a controlling position. So they're going to have to try and play on the edges of the circle, maybe take that fight against the last player of RNG. They have the man advantage to pull that off, to be fair. The revive came on through onto Martin, so it does keep Valdus the murder up as a 2-man team. Yamau of Huya staying quiet in the comfort of his building as the last player of Dingoz also just staying quiet. Of course, time's ticking as the blue zone is going to start moving in, and a good few of these teams on the eastern side of the circle are going to have to move in.
Yeah, correct. And the circle will reveal where the teams will move or stay. But look at Yimao. Yimao already moved. He knows the circle is already pinching in, and he needs to run away for now, but he will not directly strike over there. He knows where he wants to spray, but that's it. Valdus the murder, eliminate Yimao.
Nice one, Jessica. Good stuff. I absolutely love it. Well played. Also good from Valdus. Great man advantage that they worked in their favor. It was good effort from Yamau, but it was always going to be hard, you know, taking on a 1v2 in that kind of situation. Now, as the circle is going to pop up, Power AAA are looking pretty powerful as they do hold on to the kind of edge of the crater fields that's stopping them from being attacked by HVNB. So that allows them to focus a lot more heavily on the last player of Dingoz. The 2-man team of Valdus and even Zeus up on towards the high ground. You do still have the final player of RNG. This is the final phase, and we have 6 teams left, 13 players alive.
Yeah, it's going to be the final fight, I think. And HVNB is still a full team. Still got full team, but oh, look at that! RNG is going to be what?
Zeus, Abby, if you're gonna go for it, make sure you get those shots off by HVNB. I thought Power AAA were gonna be protected from HVNB, but HVNB are like, nah, we're moving out. We know exactly where we want to go. Goddard is gonna be left on his own for Valdus. The murderers, Power AAA being put under a hell of a lot of pressure by HVNB, and knockdown is being put on towards by Gay as Power AAA are gonna be taken out. They are going to be out in 4th. 3 teams left up: Valdus, Zeus, and HVNB. We are going to see the very first global team chicken dinner in this game 2. Day number 2. It's been a long time coming. It hasn't quite been 84 years, but it's going to be a hell of a lot entertaining to see it come on through. And it is HVNB who are your chicken dinner winners in Miramar.
Yeah, congratulations! Finally, we saw the global teams from Vietnam coming in, gets the first chicken dinner in this Peace Elite Asia Invitational. What a nice gameplay! Because they got the advantage also, they know they still full squad, they can maintain their circle as well. They know they got the compound. That's why they can get the winner chicken dinner. Meanwhile, another Chinese teams already being taken down one by one. That's why we, the global teams, got the chance to get the winner chicken dinner.
Well done, Vietnam. Well done, HVNB. It took 7 games, but the curse, so to speak, has been broken. Will this be the antagonist, the starting point for more global teams getting chicken dinners, Jessica? Could we see the next game in Sanhok be somebody like Zeus coming out on top, or maybe Power Triple Eight? Either way, I'm more positive that could be the case.
Yeah, hopefully another global teams will catch up also for Sanhok, Erangel for another 3 matches later. Oh my god, I can't wait. Can't wait to see another team's gameplay, but nice try for another team who already tried so hard for like BTR as well, because lots of fans from Indonesia supporting for BTR, because the rotation is very hard as well. But this is improvement as well from the global teams, showing that
it is, we
can get the chicken dinner.
I know, right? And I kind of feel a little bit bad for Power AAA, because I genuinely didn't think HVNB were going to push so aggressively up that hill so quickly. I thought they were going to maybe wait a little bit longer, and that's where I thought, okay, Power AAA kind of have a chance to clear out the teams on their side of the hill, and then they could focus on HVNB. But with how quick HVNB, and the fact that Valdus, credit to them as well, they were kind of proactive, Power AAA just got suppressed quite heavily. So, unfortunate for Power, but at the end of the day, HVNB really took control of that late game. They didn't rest on the fact that they had the position inside the circle for most of the game, and they fully deserved that chicken dinner. Like, they pushed teams back around them, like nobody crashed them. That doesn't often, like, when I've watched PEL and I've watched other Chinese teams, they're kind of not afraid to crash other teams, whereas HVNB were, I think, aggressive from their position. No team attempted to crash them.
Yeah. They can control their area pretty well. They can defend their house. They can defend their area. Yeah. And like you said before, you can smell the chicken dinner coming in from HVNB, and it's true, coming in from HVNB.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, I'm seriously so delighted that it's happened. I just really hope we see more from a lot of these teams. We are going to have a look now at the points from this game. HVNB getting 22 points, 10 kills, 10 placement points. That's a very healthy run for them in this game. Zeus getting 18 points, and to be fair, I thought they might actually go down before Valdus and Power AAA, because they had the high ground and they were maybe a little bit more exposed. And although one of their players got knocked down, I do think it was pretty strong of them to survive to get third place. And of course, with those kill points, getting 18 points in total.
Yeah, because RNG is still being RNG. They always trying to get the kill. They are the aggressive players. So the Royal never give up. Literally never give up. All right.
Yep. Oh man, and the MVP, the man of the match is Pine of HVNB. 646 damage, 6 kills. So like damage to kill ratio is seriously so strong.
Yeah, it's quite okay for 6 kills and 600 damage. And for the damage leaders, we can see another Yamao with 666 damage. Wow, really? Yemo is very dominating. I don't know why. And
It's a number of the beast, Jessica. It's a number of the beast.
Yeah. 666. It's already being controlled by Yemo. He wants to get the numbers. He know where to get the damage.
And then the kill leaders. To be fair, he may have gotten 666 damage, but he did only get 3 kills from Yamao. Fantastic game for him nonetheless.
Yeah.
Pine with 6 kills is their highest kill leaders. And hey, look, it's also 60,000 Chinese yen in the back pockets of HVNB, so they also take the money, as well as the first team to take a chicken dinner or the first global team to take a chicken dinner in this PEI.
Yeah, and I think the rewards is increasing, right? Yesterday is like 40,000 yuan, but
yes, so every day.
000.
Yes,
yeah?
And tomorrow it's 100,000 Chinese yen for a chicken dinner.
Wow,
so
crazy.
It increases more every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. No wonder this tournaments is really motivating, right? A lot of prize pool. Oh my god. And for Sanhok, what's your expectation for Sanhok?
So I'm curious to know if BTR and Zeus will land on Bootcamp again together, because we saw that yesterday. And I'm also hoping that I want to see Valdus win a game, to be fair. I really want to see Valdus win a game because they've been stepping up overall across the games, and I know there's something about them where I'd love to see a Valdus game, so a Valdus chicken dinner. So Sanhok, yeah, let's see what they can do.
Yeah, we'll see later for Sanhok, because if it's with FPB mode in Sanhok, is going to be very different with the TPP, where TPP is very tricky. Usually they will just do the proning and do the unpredict shot by cosplaying, becoming the worms. And for FPP, I don't think they can do that. I don't think they can do that a lot.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Just doing something real quick on my end. This is just a zone analysis. I don't know if you want to try and break down what they're talking about. I think they're kind of highlighting what I mentioned, which is the blanket effect that Zeus had on Eagle Esports in the early parts of that game.
Yeah. And this is the Analytical, I think, from the last Miramar match. Zeus. But Zeus gameplay from the PMGC until now is still not too much different, right? Still very aggressive, and like they always do the rush and kill as well. I'm not really expecting it's coming in from Zeus.
Yeah, like it was really just it was seriously just to me it was genuinely about the speed of how Zeus engaged on that more than anything. They just gave no time for Eagle Esports to react, no time for them to respond. It was so cool and calculated.
Yeah, and this is the highlight from the previous Analytical that we saw from the drone side. And wait, where's the sound?
I muted the sound just because it was just music.
Okay.
I have music playing myself. Sorry. I just
okay,
muted
no problem.
Yeah.
I thought something's wrong with my headphone. But
yeah,
no.
no.
No
Oh
problem.
man.
And
yeah, go on.
okay, and this is what I cannot expect from HVNB, because they can push away the Power 88 and Valdus. Even if you saw the positioning of the HVNB is very close to two teams, right? Previously
Yeah.
with Power and another team from behind, but they managed to clear it all.
Like, it was just perfect by HVNB. It was like seriously perfect. Seriously perfect. Like, taking advantage of also the fact that they had a full squad as well, to be fair. Yeah, just absolutely bang on. I wish they did have a separate graphic that showed the overall standings, to be fair. Once Liquipedia is updated, then it's a little bit, you know, it's something. Okay, so Liquipedia is updated. So at the moment, Weibo are still obviously in first. RNG are in second, but they're now only 40 points behind. I say only 40 points, but compared to the previous game, it's still, you know, it's closer. Zeus are still in third, but now Zeus are only 15 points behind RNG. And Huya are in fourth on 69 points, with Valdus in fifth on 60.
Yeah, correct. I saw the leaderboard still dominated by the Chinese team and the
Yeah.
Mongol team from Zeus. There's still chance for the global teams as well. Like you said before, from coming in from Valdus, Bigetron Red Alliance, and Dingoz still got the chance as well. And HVNB already catching up the points because they got the chicken dinner. They stepping up into the 8th position for the HVNB.
For sure, for sure. Just something real quick. When we compare Sanhok to Miramar, like what's the standout differences for you, Jessica, that you think like comes to your mind?
Mm, for like from previous match, what I saw is maybe because it's FPP, so that's not too much difference from Sanhok from and Miramar. It's very different if it's the third perspective mode. As you can see, in Sanhok is very passive and it's just like kidnapping if it's
Yeah,
TPP. But
yeah.
if FPP, it's very different. I think it's like more actions inside for Sanhok because the map area also is like half from the Miramar as well, and you cannot do proning too long because you will get caught if you do the proning too long. You must be aggressive if you want to get the point for Sanhok, I think.
You know what? I think that's actually like one of the best. I think that's like such a good point you brought up, is proning in FPP mode is because compared to TPP, where you do obviously get the third person perspective information even when you're prone down, in
Yeah.
FPP you get nothing, so you really have to actually like not prone down so much.
Yes.
You know, even though I get why players do, but if you prone down for too long, you're asking for trouble. You're asking for yourself to get, like, you know, essentially yeah, caught off guard in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, I don't think teams or players should be looking to prone down unless it is really, really needed or beneficial, or it's something that you can use to your advantage in a team fight.
Yeah, because usually if it's TPP, moreover, if you're the last man standing, you will just do the prawn and you stay over there. You will
Yeah.
do nothing, just trying to hold on your points, on your placement points. And since also this is FPP, if you know, if you watch the PMPL Indonesia, there's a strategy called the healing strategy, you know?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't have that in Game for Peace because of how the
Yeah.
health bar works. So that's something that they can't really utilize.
Yes. We
Ooh,
cannot do the healing game. That's why I love the game for peace in Sanhok. It's very
ooh.
different.
So we have an interview with Six of Valdus. I don't
So
know.
for today's match, how are you feeling?
Ah, It's in
Or in
English.
English.
I was like fun. It is the first time to be here, and I never thought that thing had become so funny.
我感觉非常有意思，然后我的状态也整个非常好，因为这是我第一次来参加这个比赛，我感觉整体下来都非常开心。So do you feel any difference between other matches in your region?
It quite like similar, but the difference is like the first person and the third person. So I got like new experiences with the first person, and I'll do my best.
我感觉和我自己赛区内的比赛都非常相似，但是不同的点就是第一视角和第三视角。那么这一次对我来说也是一个全新的体验。我用第一视角来打，我感觉也是非常好玩，然后我自己也是非常的尽力去打。So after the first day's match yesterday, for today, the second day, in terms of the tactics and your mindset, have you done any adaptations or changes for your team?
Good question.
We like fix the like do you know guys like doing it better than the last day, and then we can do that.
我感觉和第一天比起来，我们的整个团队作战
Bit
和
of a
配合都
poor
更
answer,
好
but
了。
he's
今
trying
天
his
表现
best.
得也是比昨天更好。
Yeah.
So for the PEI match, what goal do you have for your team, and what results do you want to achieve?
We go for like top 5, but yeah, we all do our best.
我希望我们团队能够拿到前5名，然
I
后我们
like that
的战队也
respect of
会
top
尽
5.
全力以赴。So another question: do you like other teams of PEL, and is there any player of PEL that you personally like?
First of all, like I like the team ING. They are strong fight, and they can do like with good teamwork. Yeah.
我非常喜欢 RNG 这支战队，他们是一支非常强的战队，而且他们的
Yeah.
团队作战也是非常厉害。So thank you very much, Six, for your interview, and I hope you all the best, and I hope you get good results for the fight.
So thank you.
谢谢。Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Aw! What a legend! What an absolute legend! That was so good! Aw! Like, I think that's great because obviously, you know, English isn't his first language, etc. And I think it was great. Like, he tried his best to answer. They were kind of simple answers, but I think it was great. And for him to mention RNG, the analysts clearly kind of recognized that straight away. And I know, I do think it's really cool, and I loved that when he talked about result, he said top 5, and I think that's just kind of really respectful to want to get into top 5.
Yeah, they know their capability, I think so, right? But they still want to show their best. That's what I
Yes,
like from
of
his
course.
answer. Whoa,
Like-
it's going to be
Oh man.
a very respectful answer, right?
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's like, you know, I'm a firm believer in, even though I understand the psychology of, you know, gaming and esports, that you want to be the best. I think it's sometimes important to be kind of realistic and actually go, yeah, look, you know, we don't expect to be first, but top 5 would be really great. And the fact that they're in 5th and they're only 9 points behind 4th it does show that they're kind of that their humble mindset is working in their favor.
Yes, that's right. This is what I like about the PUBG Mobile esports competitive scene because the players are humble as well. They know their capability but that's it. They know their capability, but they still want to show their best because they are the what, yeah, how to say, from their country.
Yeah, they have a lot of national pride.
Representative, yeah,
Yeah,
they're,
and
they're
representative.
representative. Yeah, that's why they still want to show their best because they want to bring out their country to the global as well.
Exactly, and you know, it's like you mentioned, you know, at the start of the broadcast, or the start of the previous stream, should I say, because I messed up. You know, this is a first time opportunity for a lot of players, and even a lot of teams, and even a lot of players in some teams that had previously competed against global teams. Like, this is their first, you know, global tournament. So, you know, to be on this stage, even though it is online, it's still on this stage. It's so good. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, we still can feel the hype, the what to say, the competitive scene. We can still feel it. That's why I really like how this year for the competitive scene in the PUBG Mobile, there's a lot of tournaments, I think.
Yes,
After this,
there
we
is.
still can we will watch the PMPL Southeast Asia. What about the PMPL Europe and the West?
That starts on May the 17th.
Ah, see, it's very crowded. The tournaments full schedule for the competition.
And then it's like, and then what I also love is that they're also kind of developing they're introducing and developing like grassroots tournaments as well, like whether it's, you know, college tournaments that they're trying to like encourage growth on the like very starting point.
Yes.
You know, and then that will, you know, increase the competition in 1-2 years time. It's just so good what's happening in the global game as a whole, and it's crazy. That's why I think, like, even though up until now, to be fair, and even we do clearly see a difference in standard between Chinese teams and global teams, I still think that's why I will always turn around and say, you know, I will try my best to not use the word dominating when it comes to the difference between the two regions, because I think it's important that at the end of the day, like, you know, every single country and every single team, whether, you know, it's BTR, whether it's Valdus, whether it's teams in the future that come up against Chinese teams, they are doing that and they're trying their best and they deserve that respect for it. So it's like, I just try my best to be like, hey, you know, yes, Chinese teams are naturally going to be stronger, but every team has a chance and they deserve to be given that respect of a chance. I know I went on a tangent, so I'll shut up now.
But yeah, if this tournament is held for like 1 month, like the league, I think like all of the global teams can catch up pretty well. It's just about time, I think, because if you saw the growth or the progress from season 1 PUBG Mobile until now, you can see a lot of progress coming in from all nations, from all worldwide teams. Even more, I can say that the PMWL West is really strong as the East as well.
It is like that, and overall it is, in my opinion. And it's like, and that's why, you know, and I know that a lot of players and teams, you know, have watched Asian tournaments and have watched kind of, you know, the international tournaments kind of thing. So they've been able to get relevant experience from that, etc. So it's like, you know, it's all about learning off each other as well as challenging each other. And this is just one part of that. So it's really kick-ass. But into the Sanhok game, we are just get that playing path. Although the playing path in Sanhok tends not to be really too impactful, it is a pretty good playing path.
Yeah. Pretty cool, but not too good, I think, for the teams who have the drop zone in the northern area. But we'll see, because this is Sanhok, not too wide area. I think all the teams still can manage to get their drop zone. But I'm curious about the boot camp itself. Will
Yes.
Zeus meet BTR again? Oh, it's happening again! It's happening again!
Yeah, but one thing I noticed though is that Icy is kind of further back from the rest of his team. Ryzen is going to knock down Ably. It's a good start for BTR in this fight as he get a knockdown on the Zio. That's going to be a confirmed kill. Icy and Godless now left on their own, but Godless with the M16 going to look for a confirmation. But the members of BTR, they have their number. They have each other's back. And that's going to be Ryzen just rising his way through the ranks of this team fight. Zeus are down to just one. Icy, who dropped away from the lobster building, away from his teammates. I'm not going to say he could have been a difference maker, but at the end of the day, that lobster fight realistically was not 4v4. It was 4v3 in the favor of BTR, and they made it count.
Yes, it's a good news for BTR because they can get 6 points, because 3 times 2 is 6, right? This is the very first circle. They got extra point coming in from Zeus and Icy as the last man standing, because Icy, as you said before, he didn't jump into the lobster building, so that's why Icy can run away and save their placement points for Zeus.
And like, I'm really on one hand, like on one hand, like, I kind of get why Zeus are dropping in Bootcamp, because I think it's what they do. They have a lot of pride in that regard, right? You know, you talk about Indo pride. Hey, hashtag Zeus pride, right? But when you look at the overall standings, Zeus have, in my opinion, more to lose by being, like, by taking this fight and losing this fight against BTR. They have more to lose, and that's something that, yeah, that's a risk not worth taking.
Yeah, because that's they stick to their ego, their pride as well.
Yes.
That's why they just lose their 3 members, even though they already know, like on the previous day they lose to BTR, but Zeus still wants to get the pride. And look at here also, HVNB. Oh my god, this is the previous Winner Winner Chicken Dinner team got kidnapped by RNG again. And for this mode, I think for doing split is good, as long as you are doing a very good split. I mean, like, if you can guard the angle shot of your teammate, it's going to be very good. But if you do a useless split, like you split too far away, meanwhile your teammates cannot cover, it's just like you're losing your team. Do you realize that the movement of the game 4 piece is much quicker, or not? Or it's just my opinion?
I haven't really observed it. To be fair, I haven't really observed it. Do you mean like the movement of the players is quicker?
Yeah. I mean, like the agility when you move from one place to another place. I don't know. Is it still the same, or because the FPP mode? That's why I feel like the
maybe it's just I don't
agility.
know if it's just FPP mode, or if it's just maybe because the game for peace is a little bit better kind of developed. As a game, it's a little bit, you know, more fine tuned. Not to be like, you know, insulting to the global version, but you know, I don't know. Maybe there's a factual thing around there. Maybe somebody who knows that can say that in the chat. But good observation. I just can't say for sure, right? I just can't say for sure.
Yeah. Because we haven't played it. Also, we just watch it from the spectator mode.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, you look at this HVNB, they do the split is very far away. One from POW and one from Sanhok is very far away.
It is. It is overall very far away. One of their players got called out as well. So yeah, interesting to see. As Dingo's also going for it's a 2-2 split. I wouldn't say that's like too far away because they have kind of multiple vehicles that they're able to play around with. And on a side note, one thing that I've noticed, and it's not only in the global version, but especially in Game for Peace, vehicles in Sanhok are becoming a much bigger part of the map on teams rotating. Because in the Game for Peace, because it's hardcore mode, it's overall a lot harder for you to shoot somebody out of a vehicle, so that vehicle becomes a bigger asset on your rotation. And in Sanhok, because previously there was a mindset and a meta that vehicles were just very risky because of how small the map is and how loud vehicles are, but with multiple vehicles being used, it is overall proven to become a lot more important on teams rotating in these games. But we see BTR, they're being put under pressure massively by both Warriors and Reject.
Okay, got sandwich, I think, from Reject as well. But look at that Liquid doing the counter towards Sarah, and I think for Luxy still can be revived. It's just Liquid needs to do some setup, but oh no, Liquid got no smoke for now. I think if Reject directly rush, it's going to be a disaster for Bigetron.
And I don't think they will directly rush because I believe that they would have noticed on the kill feed that Warriors got a kill onto one of the members of BTR. So it's that level of, oh, well, we might get third party if we try and push in. They're just better off trying to gatekeep and push back BTR. And this is a much better setup from Reject because as far as I remember yesterday, Reject tried to play on the coastline and they got absolutely swamped by BTR. And even though the circle makes sense that they're there instead of on the coastline, it is still much better positioning by Reject.
Yeah, it's better rather than yesterday gameplay, I think so as well. But for now, look at Warriors. They got a new company over there, got RNG. And RNG only opened the fire and then run away. Oh, very nice run away from 77, just doing the bunny hop and slightly gets the rock.
Do the bunny hop. It's a new dance move. Do the bunny hop.
Yes.
Yeah, Warriors, hey, once again continue to be kind of spread apart, but it seems like they are making a little bit of noise in that area, which is definitely not a bad thing. Team Secret now coming on the eastern side of Bootcamp Hill, looking for a couple of shots on the Reject. They know that he sees Lapis, so he can't move down the hill. Reject are kind of well positioned to defend any kind of push from Bootcamp Hill. But if they're too spread too long in this game, like coming into phase 3, they could still get picked off one by one. Not so much by Team Secret, but maybe by BTR, maybe by Warriors.
Yeah, because there are several teams also nearby them, nearby the Warriors, and for now, GEEK also got 2 teams. I think there are Weibo on the upper hills, and there's also Eagles from the compound itself, and Team Secret Jumper still on the same position, not moving anywhere. Meanwhile, their teammates already backed off and going to the compound behind. This is very interesting. Jumper didn't go anywhere. He just staying here, trying to get kills or more information coming in from Reject.
It's still a bit risky that Team Secret have such a big split. Jumper, Jumper's backing off. I like that. I just, it's split. A split push or a split movement works for a team like 4AM because they carry the confidence and the weight, whereas I just don't think Team Secret do that at the moment. I appreciate that they're trying, but they just aren't doing that at the moment. We're hearing the comms of Reject right now as they are, of course, playing on this position outside of Bootcamp and the Bootcamp Hill, also in a little bit of a split area, but at least they have the comfort of the buildings in line and they have a lot of angle points that they can defend from for the time being.
Yeah, because reject, even though they doing the split, they covering each other. They know the angle shots that they can cover their teammates. That's
Yeah.
why the split is quite useful for Scarlet. Meanwhile, also Valdus coming in from where is Valdus for now? This is the compound scrapping area nearby in the middle of the Sanhok, I think. And DRS. Oh, they got shot from HVNB from the edge of the circle. But the other two, I think, still can run away to save their position.
Yeah.
Moreover, the circle is coming in for HVNB and DRS.
And this is a good shift because it eliminates Quarry, which is always a very difficult train to play around, as Zeus are going to get
Yes.
taken out by Team Seeker. Icy goes down. That's 0 points for Zeus in this game, and really it's their own doing. I don't have any sympathy for them, to be fair. But yeah, that circle shift, I really like that on the northeast. It eliminates Quarry, which is tricky. Just hold the hills of Ban in play, but like you said, a couple of teams really in a good spot on this phase 3.
Yeah. Quarry is not coming in for the play zone. I really like that also because Quarry is a very tricky place, very fragile place also as well if you got into Quarry area. Meanwhile, over here, the fight is not over yet. That Khan is trying to do the cross, trying to across the hill, but he cannot maintain to cross. No setup as well. He's just being eliminated. One player from Eagle. And I think it's going to be very hard for Eagle to try to push in because Eagle as well is not inside the play zone.
Like, I wonder, did Eagle have information that GEEK fam were there? If they did, why did they move across the road without any smoke? And
Yeah, that's
if
why.
they didn't, they should have done better scouting, in my opinion, because you can always look on whether a team is in that compound from the hills. You don't have to actually move across the road to find out. So that was definitely a little bit poor. Now they're getting third party by Power AAA. And unfortunately, it's kind of part of the reason why Eagle Esports are currently at the bottom of this standings overall in this PEI event. They just aren't able to deal with the pressure of the teams around them in multiple situations, as, of course, Power AAA ripping them apart one by one.
Yeah, they don't have the plan B, I think, because they didn't manage to execute the plan A. They tried to back off, and unfortunately met Power 88, and they just got panicked. That's why Eagle got kidnapped one by one, remaining Namshin all alone over there. Power 88 will go across Quarry. This is the area that I don't really like, even if I'm playing in Sanhok. It's very fragile, you know?
It's so fragile, and I don't like it either, except to give credit to Power AAA. It's not only outside the circle, but even if they do, it's on the edge of the circle, right? So there's no chance that they're going to really be heavily caught out exiting from that fragile area. So I don't mind that they're there right now.
Yeah. Look at Matoy. He's using VSS. Whoa. Sanhok VSS is very smart also. Smart choice of weapon. But look at here, RNG Singsi already scouting on players from Bigetron. Red Alien Zaxi is getting shot. Oh my god, this is a bad situation. Meanwhile, Luxi is trying to revive his own twins. And Singsi with his friend Self over there will try to get another kill from BTR. They know they won the quantity of the players, and Luxi is all alone now. The grenades coming in. Oh, lucky. It's very lucky. The grenade's not coming into the house, and Luxi will do another setup. It's going to be a clutch for Luxi. But look at Team Secret. Where's Team Secret? Oh no. I thought Team Secret is going to be the third party, but Luxi is trying to run away. Self over here will directly, stridely getting into Luxi house. Open the door. Not yet, but look at Singsi do the flanks from the right and directly eliminate Bigetron.
It's so simple because all he did was open the door
Yeah.
and then allow his teammate to flank and expose the last player BTR because he automatically backed off. But now as you move on, Weibo
Yes.
Gaming going to be taking a fight against GEEK. Power AAA actually yet to move away from the underbelly of Quarry. That could prove to be there and doing. There's a little bit of a disengagement potential from the other side as Leader's going to get knocked down. Katu with the triple knock. GEEK Fam on board. Get Kobe
Whoa.
three-pointer from Katu. Push on that GEEK Fam. Ignore the fact that Martin has gotten a knockdown, although a little bit of a third party is actually coming to be in there and doing is also Schwepp, a power AAA. Oh, I feel bad for GEEK Fam because that triple knock with the grenade onto Weibo Gaming was absolutely perfect. How lucky can Weibo be?
Oh my god, it's just a very lucky for Weibo because there's another party coming in for GEEK Fam. Even though they already got the 3-point shots coming in from GEEK Fam. Oh my god, this is a bad day for GEEK Fam. But look at Jumper over here still committing to get 1 kill from Reject. But I still cannot move on from the previous fight.
Crazy,
Oh my god,
crazy.
Weibo. Oh my god, Weibo still can do the revive, and now Power 88 becoming the one who gets the karma. He is now all alone. Swaps all alone, cannot go anywhere. Meanwhile, Weibo is trying to find all the players from Power 88. 1 down. Last man standing, still on behind the rock. Swaps cannot go anywhere.
Leader's actually going to get revived up by Ming to keep Weibo up as a full squad. Schweppes definitely has nowhere to go. Down. Power AAA go out of this game. I just cannot believe how much luck Weibo had in that engagement because seriously, that was a beautiful grenade that came out from Katu and they pushed on it because that's the thing. I didn't know that Valdus were able to kind of third party and I kind of forgot about Power AAA for a sec. So I really love the fact that they were going to push on it, but in the end, it is Sanhok and kind of third parties on Sanhok. It's an unfortunate reality. It is phase 5. They're outside of the blue. Weibo hopefully will be able to move in at the right time, but RNG are going to be kind of gatekeeping them on the front line. Sprays might come through. And now RNG do knock down Jumper of Team Secret. They're actually out of the game. Team Secret are down. 8 teams left. 24 players alive.
Yeah, Weibo got their lucky day for today. Still maintain to get the touchdown on the edge of the circle, but there's Valdus over there. They cannot breathe very widely. They know they got another team, but look at ZZ9 got shot by Valdus. Valdus, the murder, is getting very strong over there, getting lots of kills from Weibo, but Leader still quite healthy behind the smoke. But Valdus will not pan and will not waste any time. I think one people already being sent to get into the circle, but Martin and Goddard will guard the edge of the circle. Will guard Leader. Look at that. Martin is already running in, pushing in. Leader still on the proning stone, but they cannot go anywhere. Leader still do the proning, will not go anywhere. But Martin and Goddard still guarding on Leader.
Yeah, Leader's just trying to heal up. Valdus and Murder are doing a great job of controlling down on toward the southern edge of this map. Of course, their shift has kind of gone against them as Huya still up as a 3-man team in the higher hills of the eastern side of the circle. The last player of HVNB is in their way. Actually, sorry, not the last player, one of the 2 remaining players. Dingoz are also doing a great job on toward the northern side. 74! 75 goes down. And you are just going to be prone through. Hugo, are you going to look for the revive? Interesting. That is going to be executed. However, it's going to slow them down as RNG going to play on the upper parts of the hill. Valdus are going to have to take this fight sooner rather than later. But for now, either side of the hill, they're protected from each other.
Yeah. So suddenly remaining 5 teams only. But Valdus still standing strong with 4 players and also Dingoz. Dingoz is quite passive for this Sanhok map. But that's very good for them also because they don't lose any players. But
Oh,
look at Frankie trying to do
perfect.
the clutch, but cannot. They cannot do the clutch because Huya still standing strong with 3 peoples. But look at Dingoz! The spray coming in from the compounds, knocking down one by one the players from Huya, remaining one person alive behind the stone. And it is a great angle shot from Dingoz, and it is it. Dingoz eliminating Huya.
Good stuff. And Huya, I knew playing on the high ground hills was going to be tough on the eastern edge. They did the right call of pushing in on the HVNB Frankie, even though they got the knock. That kill was actually stolen away by Dingoz, so a little bit of it feels bad, man, for Huya. But we're down to our final 4 teams, and only one of them is Chinese, but that one team do have 3 players up. Valdus with the full squad, and Jessica, remember coming in Sanhok, I wanted to see Valdus get a chicken dinner. This is the strongest chance they have, but with the blue zone hitting our screens, RNG might be opting to go on towards the side of the hill in which Valdus do contain themselves. Pain from HVNB inside that shack. Martin has the AWM. Let's see if he can get the pat the headshot, both the headshots onto the players. The Dingo Zingzi goes down. Upto is actually going to come in to possibly create an opportunity for Valdus the Murder to, of course, get that counter engagement onto the members of RNG. Under pressure, RNG are inside this game. I think the revive is being pulled off. XE, the first is going to go down. That is the perfect time for the members of Valdus to strike even further into this circle, but they have to be very careful. The revive did get pulled off. RNG are still up as a 2-man team. Martin onto Iron Pro. Dingoz are being weakened, but Goddard is knocked in return at the hands of Self of RNG. They're all taking each other out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Game 4 peace war between the final 3 teams. HVNB goes down. Iron Pro is going to get confirmed up. Zing Z surpartying the members of Dingoz, and that is going to be Appy left trying to look for the heal off and maybe the revive. Valdus aren't looking the best either, but they have made it to the shack. Even though Zingzi is knocked down, Self is left alive. Concept, you tried to go for the smoke, but Dingoz had your number covered. IPU will slow down Self while the revive's being pulled up. 1v1 prone down. You go on to members of RD. You got to make sure you win that one, Dingoz. A little bit of it feels bad, man. As Appy, half health. That could be his undoing. And Valdus the Murder have been able to take down RNG in a 1v2. Concept. Got Martin, Concept Martin, the knock is on, and Appy's left on his own in that prone down position. This is gonna be a win. This is gonna be a chicken dinner. This is not gonna be a chicken dinner. It is a Dingo steal away at the hands of a glorious nade by Appy. I thought it was a Valdus the Murder win, but it was heartbroken win by Dingoz.
Yeah, what a nice gameplay, stealing away the chicken dinner from Valdus the Murder. But it is a nice gameplay coming in from Dingoz because Dingoz is also the team who is still full squad, and I really like how Dingoz can maintain to wipe away the RNG members one by one. Meanwhile, Valdus still over there also, still trying to wipe away HVNB, and it is a very hot moment at the last time. I really like it. How Dingo's gameplay. Oh my god.
So
it is heartbroken for you, I think.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit heartbroken at that. However, gotta recognize the fact that I did say in last game, hey, a global team chicken dinner, is this gonna be the door opened? And we've had a second game won by a global team. So that's it. The curse is broken. And global teams, you got to rise up at the rest of the day. There's still 2 more games to go, so 2 more opportunities. And fair play indeed to Dingoz. A fully deserved chicken dinner. I can't believe Appy got off that beautiful double nade to take down one member of Valdus, and then it was that last final shot that got the job done, and it was just that chicken dinner in the favor of of Dingoz. It was like a 1v2 until that nade flew on out. Absolutely crazy.
Yes, very insane clutch and fight on the last circle. But RNG is really strong, even though they already not full squad, right? They still very strong on the upper hills. Even the position of RNG is being sandwiched with Dingoz and Valdus. But RNG still maintained to get lots of kills, 12 kills, another most kills in this game. I'm speechless with the Chinese teams.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Like, you know, what they lack in a chicken dinner, you know, they make up for in kills, right? You know, when they don't win the game. So, you know, RNG. And that's really going to help them in the overall standings as well because, you know, Huya and Weibo didn't have the best of games. So, getting those points, that's kind of maximum return on investment. That's like maximum result overall outside of getting the actual chicken dinner. So yeah, can't go wrong with that one. But just I'm seriously happy for Dingoz, right? And hashtag Malaysia Pride, hashtag SEA Pride. Fair play to Dingoz for getting that chicken dinner. Seriously kick ass, guys. Well done.
Yeah, for the hashtag you can spam it right away because I thought of viewers coming from Southeast Asia, from Malaysia and from Indonesia, from the command chat area. And
exactly.
For the killing leaders, still Singsi. Singsi is a very good player from RNG. If you saw the flick before, crazy.
Like, I can't believe that. The end of that game, like, what a Sanhok game. That was like so good. And to be fair, you know, Dingoz did a great job, and like, you know, the final two teams really deserve to be in that position because Dingoz covered the northern side of the hill, right, by taking down HV, one of the players of HVNB, taking down the whole of Huya, right? So they really covered the side of the hill that they kind of needed to, so it meant that they could focus a lot more heavily on the side of the hill where RNG and kind of Valdus were, and that flat road terrain. So, you know, you gotta give credit to Dingoz that they really did control leading into the last circle of that game, because if they hadn't of, they might have gotten third-partied by Huya, they might have gotten third-partied by HVNB, you know, so kind of doing the work in the mid-game massively helps you in the late game.
Yeah, correct. Oh, so Dingoz got the drop zone in the Camp Alpha area. Whoa.
What's that?
It's quite a hard work for them.
Yeah.
For Dingoz to reach the circle. Because
But they used...
they use the vehicles, right?
Yeah, they probably use vehicles, but at the end of the day, it is still a you know, a long distance they traveled in which they could have gotten caught out in some way, shape, or form. But credit where it's due, they rotated at the right time. They you know, they were cautious while still being quick to move when they had to. And yeah, that's a good point in terms of where they landed and the fact that they won the game.
Yeah. Correct. Meanwhile, the teams inside the play zone is being kidnapped one by one. Look at like BTR, Reject, Team Secret, and then GEEK Fam met the Eagle Esports. Yeah. So it's very interesting for this Sanhok. No, because Dingoz and HVNB is coming from the northern side. They are together. Oh, they got the circle. That's why. No wonder.
But still, like, you know, that the split that Valdus held on to as well was really good because they, you know, they were able to cover that hill that, like, potentially Eagle Esports power, you know, any potential of the 3 or 4 teams are moving in that area. So, you know, they knew that they were going to have a lot of teams coming from the south side of where they were. So instead of maybe playing super safe, they did look to be controlling on that spread. So Valdus, like, once again, similar to Dingoz, fantastic work they put in.
Yeah, totally agree. So for this match, the global team's already rising up again. And as you can see, like for the top three is Dingoz, Valdus, and Erangel, right? So more global teams is coming in and catching up for the points, but we still need more consistent points for the another next match, because not only placement in this game, lots of kill points is going to be the determination of the points for the teams.
Exactly. But man, like, so good. I'm a little bit surprised though that Huya opted to play, because if you look, they were kind of down south and they stayed on the next circle. Showed up and they kind of stayed on. They didn't opt to challenge Valdus, and I think that they could have challenged Valdus a little bit earlier in that game. If they had have, it might have worked in their favor. So that was maybe a mistake from Huya in terms of their rotation coming into the very late stages of the game.
Yeah, but Sanhok is a rarely played map, right, in China?
Yeah, they introduced it in this year of PEL, but it's the first year that it's been introduced.
Yeah, but they can catch up really well. It's just about the rotation, I think, because their prediction always like more than 75%. They got the circle prediction for Erangel and Miramar.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I'm going to move it back to us and just mute the music, because it's only highlights. It's not that important. Actually, no. You know what? I'll show the highlights, but I'll keep the music off. Yeah, good stuff from Valdus. Like, they even, they got the right engagement onto pin, to be fair, and luckily they weren't too heavily punished. I really thought Dingoz had lost it when like Pemberu and all that went down, and then when Ipu got knocked down as well, I thought, okay, this is a free win, but just this nade was the perfect nade. It wasn't even the last gunshots. It was that nade that got the two players of Valdus.
Yeah, correct. The nade's saving Dingoz from Epi.
Crazy. Yeah.
Crazy nades. Yeah, because their game sense is also very good. They already know the positioning of the Valdus is only around the house, only around the compounds. That's why they spam all the grenades over there, and Valdus cannot go anywhere.
Yeah, and I think he, even though I'd say there was a little bit of luck involved with that final night, a little bit of luck, obviously it was calculated luck. It was I think he knew he had to try something, because if he allowed Valdus to the two players to get closer, it would have been that kind of 2v1 in a really like bad way for the last player, Dingo. So really, that nade, as much as a little bit of luck, it was something that he really had to try, and it worked in their favor. I'm sure, I guarantee you, he was kind of just as shocked about getting that double nade win as we were, to be fair, because you don't really expect it.
Yeah, I don't think Valdus will expect the grenade as well.
Yeah, Valdus are like, cool. We're 2 against 1. We're good. We survived. We got the revive.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's right. They don't expect that the grenades will connecting. And if you know, like Sanhok is very rare to find some throwable utilities. That's why
What you mean?
I mean, like the opportunity or the chance you to loot grenades, smoke, or stuns in Sanhok is smaller. The chance to get the loot.
Yeah, it's a little bit smaller.
Rather than Miramar and Erangel. because
The-
usually the match statistic that I always watch in the competition, usually the trouble used in Sanhok only around like 100s. Meanwhile, in Erangel or Miramar, they can use up to 200s until 300s.
You're dead right. You're having a lot of people saying that they love you in chat, Jessica.
Yeah. I think those are viewers from Indonesia.
Maybe. That's their cotton socks. Hey, you know, great to have support out there. I noticed, by the way, did that analyst do a dab as well? I think I noticed the analyst do a dab. Very weird. Very weird. Oh man. Okay, so Jessica, we're going into Erangel, right? This is a map
Yeah.
that, to be fair, all the teams should be familiar with, right?
Of course.
All the teams should be
because-
familiar with.
Yes. If you download PUBG Mobile, you'll get Erangel map for free, right? You don't need to download it like Miramar, Sanhok, or Karakin.
Yeah, exactly.
So everyone will be very familiar. But I have to say, I don't know why. Mirroring to the PMGC as well, the Chinese teams playing in Erangel is quite strong. I don't know, maybe because of the rotation itself. They always got the center of the circle, and they maintain to do the control itself for the play zone.
Yeah.
But we'll see how's today, because what we saw already, the global teams already stepping up, already catching up. I hope for Erangel will be the same.
And I do think, like, you know, if we look at the two Erangel games yesterday, they were the two kind of most calm games of the day in the early parts of the game, if that makes sense. Like, it was kind of very passive in both Erangel games. So I'm not saying we're gonna be more passive, but I think it's going to be the same level of kind of respect that we saw in the two Erangel games yesterday.
Yeah. I'm agree also that I don't know why in Erangel the gameplay is more passive, maybe because of the area itself, where Erangel is like more into cities with lots of buildings, lots of area to hide. But we'll see later how, because usually it will becoming the circle itself who will become the answer. The gameplay will be passive or aggressive.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't see a crazy circle for this PEI, like the circle to the water area or to the bridge area. I haven't seen it, but we'll see later how.
I think the harshest we've had was the Miramar game yesterday, the second Miramar game. That was quite heavily to the eastern side. But again, like, that's why I say that the circle algorithm in Game for Peace is overall a lot calmer, and it's not as random as it is in the global version. So kind of, you know, not only do you see maybe less painfully harsh circles, but then the actual kind of, you know, tracking where they're gonna go is a little bit easier. So yeah, that's why I think a big part of why we haven't seen any super duper harsh circles.
Yeah, even the mode already hard, but we want the hard circle as well.
I know,
players,
right?
For the players, it's like nightmares, but for us, yay! There's going to be a lot of actions.
That's because we're evil, Jessica. You know, we're like,
Yes, correct.
We're like, let's make the players suffer. You know?
Yeah. The more the players suffer, the happier we are.
So
Oh
bad.
my God.
So bad. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! But we are going to be getting into game number 4 soon enough. Looking forward to Erangel. I don't think we see any real hot. Actually, no, we do see a hot drop in Erangel. Yasnaya is, I think, dropped by DRS and forget who else. Maybe Eagle Esports, maybe. But as far as I know, 2 teams drop in Yasnaya.
Yeah. I'm not really remember actually for the drop zone in PEI. I haven't note it, but I only remember Sanhok Bootcamp. There's 2 teams. In Erangel, I think Rozok only 1 team.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
There's one Chinese team in school, if I'm not mistaken. Valdus
Okay.
and Rozok.
Yes.
Not really remember about the drop zone in Erangel. Okay,
Well,
the game
we'll
starts.
find out. Yeah, we'll find out now. So, you know, the game is going to start. This is game number 9 in total. And, of course, the 4th game of the day. Into the hollow grounds of Erangel, where it all began many moons ago. Oh, man. Good playing path. Very good playing path.
All right, the flight path is pretty balanced again and again. I haven't seen an evil flight path in Erangel, but let's see how's the play zone will go. And so far so good. I haven't seen any teams dropping in the same cities.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, I know Yasnaya is a lot less approachable in this kind of playing path. And I noticed DRS are going to Zarky.
Oh, look at that. DRS is already, they already got 1 vehicle, but yeah, Sarah will not taking any risk and just taking the boogie and go away.
Okay.
Reject Scarlet. Oh, okay. No
That's a
wonder they
very good. That's a very good phase 1. Very good phase 1. The teams can get to pretty much exactly where they want to, right? You know, if not, they're already inside circle. And Eagle Esports dropping with Warriors. I'm trying. Actually, Warriors didn't drop here yesterday. Eagle Esports were on their own. So this is something new to Eagle Esports, and they're definitely going to have to be very careful because I really like that split from Warriors. Forest with the VSS already as well. Not only is it silent, but it automatically has a 4x. That's very worrying for Eagle Esports.
Yeah, even more, the positioning of Forest is behind all of the Eagle Esports player. If he can use the VSS, I think Forest can steal or kidnapping 1 by 1 players from Eagles. But I'm not really sure that Eagles will aware about the Forest positioning. Look at that con.
Yes.
He's not aware about he's not aware. He's not aware about Forest position. Oh no. Look at that. That con will coming into the Forest building. Forest will just
He's got to see the door's open. You got to know there's somebody in that building.
Okay, he realized it because the door is open, but that con still committing on the previous side. He just taking back off again. Meanwhile, Namshin already got some bullets inside, but he still managed to do some healings. Oh no, he don't have any healings. Namshin don't have any healings.
I'm a little bit surprised that Forrest didn't stand up. Because if he had stood up, he probably would have been able to have taken down that con. But that's the thing between FPP and TPP, right? If that was TPP, Forrest would have known that con is there. But because it's FPP, you've like absolutely no perspective outside of like what's in front of you. So really, like Forrest, if he had taken the risk of standing up, that would have been a free kill.
Yeah, correct. But I think he doesn't want to reveal his position for Forest itself. I don't know. I think he has his own calculation. Meanwhile, if you can see Nguyen 2K already rotating, already do the flanks from the left side, and that con still trying to find where is Forest.
Good loadout from that con. I don't normally comment on it, to be
Oh,
fair. But it is a Mini 14 and an Uzi, so you got a fantastic mid to long range weapon followed by a beautiful close quarter combat weapon. Junie's wrapping around looking for Darty. Darty also had a BSS in his hands that he's firing up towards Fabian. And Junie does have a shotgun. Shotgun, I think, is surprisingly powerful close range, a little bit underrated, especially in the early parts of the game, but he does wait for SS Sung to join up with him. However, what they might not realize is that Darty is in the actual shack, and that shack is covered by Dakon and Nam Shin. So when the two players of Warriors come on the other side of the house, there's a really strong chance that they're going to get punished, as Dakon does take shots onto Forest, but Dakon is going to go down to around 2 health himself in through the smoke. Nice play by Warriors. That could give him the space to move around as they're going to play on toward the other side. And indeed, Namshim, he doesn't catch out the players of Warriors. Wow, that's a little bit of a I would say, argue, kind of poor play from Nam Shin. He should have been supporting Dakon a little bit more heavily, and Junie and S Sung are going to get away with that one.
yeah. Namshin should be covering Darley inside that shack, but I don't know why. Maybe before previously Namshin is using the SLR, so he's not really ready about it. But for now, Namshin is going to have a welcoming party for the Warriors. Oh, Namshin is still reloading, but Namshin still can manage to do the counter. But no, the body system from 2 Eagles is very strong as well. That con will going to end players from Warriors. But look at that, Forest on the other side can do the backstab, and Nguyen for now, last man standing for 2E. Oh my god, still can manage to get 1 player from Warriors. Now 1v1 situation, I think, for Valvian versus Nguyen. And look at that, Nguyen.
No, don't go for the revive. Don't go for the revive.
Oh.
Do not go for the revive. You're going for the revive, but so is Fabian. Nam Shin is going to get confirmed up off the back of a nade being fired out by Fabian. That could slow him down. Another grenade is cooked up. Nguyen is going to come in, going to go for the drop shot. Fabian wins that one for Warriors. Let's go, South Korea. You come out on top. I thought Fabian shouldn't go for the revive. He didn't. He used the grenades, he pushed in, and he got the squad wipe.
Yeah, to trade for 4, it's okay, because the points itself is double points. So, alright, it's a good trade for the early circle. Meanwhile, oh my god, this is the hill behind the Pochinki area. In Indonesian state, we state this as a potato hill.
Yes, we call it Potato Hill too.
Oh, same yeah. The potato hill.
It's because it looks like it's the shape of a potato.
Ah, yeah, correct. And it's not too high. It's it's just a white hill.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. 1 player from Huya is just doing the rotating. He have some company over there, doesn't want to take any risk, but Toms is trying to spray. 74 managed to get 1 covering. Oh my god.
Huya definitely under pressure, but GEEK fam, I wouldn't say they have this fight under control heavily just yet, because at the end of the day, Huya are still up as a full squad. We are, of course, coming into phase 2. We've only lost 1 squad and, well, a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 players in this game so far. 1 team.
Yes.
Eagle Esports going down in Milta, where they do drop. A little bit of a feels bad, man. As phase 2 is exposing itself, and it shifts up northeast. That's a pretty heavy northeastern shift.
Ooh. The play zone is quite tricky for now. It's very far away for the teams coming in from very pier from the left side of the bridge. It's going to be a very hard. Meanwhile, if you can see now, Weibo is just continuing for doing their objective rotation. They will try to secure the school first, I think.
Okay, ZZ9. Okay, that's a gap. You got your wall through the gap. Are they gonna stay in? Are they gonna position themselves between school and Headshot Hills? That's a really interesting position if they're gonna stay there. I'm not a fan of that position if they are going there, to be honest, because you know, hey, look, I should trust Weibo, right? They know what they're doing. I just, in my head, I'm like, that isn't really the best place to be. Maybe it's more maybe because it's more on the southwestern edge of the circle that they're fine, that they're confident they're going to be able to move away from it.
Yeah. I think that is a good position also for school area. They can cut some teams rotation, I think, because the circle is going to the upper right, right?
Fair. Yeah.
There's a lot of teams compiling from the 7 p.m. area. Look at that. Or GEEK fan also trying to run away from another team spray Lapis, trying to do the spray because it's FPP hardcore. There's no aim assist. It's kind of hard to spray down some vehicle who is doing rotation.
Yep, exactly. So GEEK fan will get away with that and they'll move on towards the other side of the hill, just close by to Watertown. Between Watertown and Roshawk, to be specific. Great play by Lapis, though, to send GEEK Fam further away to create a little bit more of a controlling position, that metaphorical kind of bubble for reject, so that when the next circle does pop up, they have a lot more room to move around and a lot more room to reposition from where they do currently hold on to Zeus, rotating from the South George crates across the bridge into the compound that is across from Watertown, and that's a great spot to go to. I think this is a very undervalued compound, and because they've gone there maybe a little bit late into phase 2, but there's nobody there, that's going to work out, in my opinion, in their favor coming into next shift.
Okay, this is a hard rotation for GEEK Fam. All the checkpoints that they want already got people inside. Oh, look at this now. They're just coming in towards Valdus compounds. This is a very hard situation for GEEK Fam. All the place that they want to get in already being stayed by another team.
Two things. One, why is he driving around like he doesn't know where he's going, like he's an old man lost in a forest or something like that, Secondly, why is he rotating away from the rest of his team so late into phase 2, right? Phase 3 is actually shifted ping-ponged down onto the southwest, right? So where they were as a full squad would have worked out a little bit more heavily in their favor. So a bit of a mistake being made, but as Dingoz and Team Seeker are fighting up against each other, it's kind of, for the most part, going in the favor of Team Seeker, but Pemboro is on his own, and Team Seeker gonna come out on top of that one. They've lost a player, but at the end of the day, there's 3 kills on the edge of Roshawk for them to work with.
Yeah, I think for Dingoz, it's too fast to go for a rush for the team secret. Meanwhile, like, the players from Dingoz doesn't know where the team secret players are. That's why the team secret can defend their compound pretty well. They know the area. This is the rewind. So there is a third party. No wonder.
Okay.
There is Sing. No wonder.
It's like, talk about taking all the credit away from Team Seeker. It's like, nope. Yeah, help from RNG, the third party masters, just coming in from the sidelines.
What the hell? I didn't because I didn't see the killing fits, right? I only focusing on the fight. And I thought the credits. I thought the credits all for the team secrets, but okay, Sing C coming in like, no, it's not for team secret, it is for me. Oh my god, I hate you, Sing C.
Okay, so Weibo in apartments, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. BTR in the high potato hill area. They did get a knockdown onto HVNB, but it was quickly returned. As Liquid is knocked down, it's going to be hard for Zuxi to get to him, but he is looking for it. Chucks out a couple of smokes. All the while, HVNB. What I love about HVNB in this situation is they're not instantly going for the revive. They're actually looking to make sure that they actually have the control and the essentially the room to go for that revive. So they take shots towards BTR, suppress them, and then they're going to go for the revive.
Yeah. BTR, after doing the revive, they just run away to secure their placement. I think this is the wise choice also because I don't see like BTR already got their checkpoint. I don't think it is their checkpoint because they know they already got HVNB. I don't think like BTR got the confidence in this game. I don't know why. It's just my
Yeah, I
feeling
know.
or how.
Yeah, I agree. Seems like they're just being a little bit too passive. They're being, I wouldn't say like scared, but they are definitely quite cautious in this game as the next circle did shift down south away from Rozhok. That's where RNG are going to push on in.
Oh.
And now it's going to be 77-6. H6 going to look for Team Secret, but Team Secret push in and they take control. That was Huya and iShots working together as a dynamic duo, leaving Mad Toy in the backline. That's a good 2-1 split from Team Secret.
Oh yeah, karma is real, I think, for RNG. Now they're getting pushed by Team Secret, remaining XZ1 all alone, but we must cautious with XZ1. As you know, XZ1 previously on Miramar doing the clutch is very tricky. He is very good on doing the clutch as well as the last man standing. Look at that now. GEEK Fam will join the fight also at the setup, the smoke setup already fulfilling this area, and XZ1 still wants to get the revenge on his teammates.
But I wonder, does Mad Toy have information that GEEK Fam is involved in this fight? I have a feeling he doesn't. As a knock comes through, XE1 is going to, of course, take down iShots, looking for an on to Huya. XE1 is doing a great job of suppressing the members of Team Secret, but where is Mad Toy? Come on, that's going to be free. Yeah, free shots finally. But in this time, the damage has been done. Although Zingzi is knocked down, so it is all up to XE1 to push in. He's going to go in. Huya going in this 1v1. But Huya says bye to the members of RNG. And that is Team Secret once again surviving in this Erangel game. A very good, resilient effort. And GEEK Fam, maybe losing an opportunity to kind of go a bit more aggressively on the third party, but they might see a wounded Team Secret and look to capture upon that as GEEK Fam are actually focusing their attention on towards the members of Valdus.
Yeah, for now, GEEK Fam just trying to get another opportunity to get some kill points. One down for Valdus, trying to get another kill point, another blind spray through the smoke, but didn't get any hit for now. But GEEK Fam must be careful with Team Secret. Team Secret can manage to get some backstep, I think, but there is still Toms and another member from GEEK Fam securing the backline area. But for now, there is also DRS will join the fight. There's a lot of third party over here. Kato managed to get Martin from the right side, and what happened? DRS is the one who gets eliminated first. Meanwhile, Valdus still survive over there. When you see there is also Zeus will coming in. What happened with this map?
I don't know what happened to DRS, but you weren't able to deal with the brunt of Valdus, and a couple of free kills going over to the side of Valdus, but now they do have to try and protect themselves away from the pincer movements of both GEEK Fam and Zeus. I think 6 has been able to move away. Team Secret, off the back of what has been a flurry of fights, are slowing down a little bit, realizing that they've done a hell of a lot in this game to rack up a bunch of kills in this game so far, so play a little bit safer, allow the other teams to do all the work, and then you play for the position in the late game. As Zio is going to take a couple of shots on the GEEK Fam. He is going to, of course, take some damage in return and has to move away on the edge of the northern side of the circle.
Yeah, this is a very dangerous area for all of the team who are already doing the fight. Look at this. Zeus is very aggressive, and Icy gets the knockout of Toms, remaining Mort all alone. Zeus now is on the side. Yeah. Matoy also getting. Oh, so there's also
Yeah.
Team Secret. Oh my God, Team Secret is still
Yeah.
here. They're
Yeah,
not moving
they're
anywhere.
they're kind of third partying from the hill in between Roshawk and school, so they're doing a good job of getting involved without actually getting involved. You might call it the RNG effect off the back of squad wiping the Chinese team. It's like they inherit their powers and are just going, we can third party this one, but I don't know, as they do move a little bit more forward. UI stabs Geek Fam in the back. Goodbye, Geek. You are out of here. Team Secret rack up their 7th kill, but now there's nobody in between themselves and Zeus. Although the last 2 players of Valdus the Murder might be able to do something with this, as Zeus are going to disperse themselves to try and have a couple of off angles in which they're going to be able to punish the members of Team Secret. But I gotta give credit to Team Secret because they've done a great job of creating the space inside the circle, as Icy is going to get put down to a sliver of health off the back of a beautiful grenade thrown out, and that one's going to work out. However, it's HVNB with the third party across from Headshot Hills onto the members of Zeus.
Yeah. All the teams are trying to become RNG, I think, becoming the third party as well. But Valdus still not being touched at all. Oh, they got the hole. They got the lower ground that can manage to close them. They can save themselves in the hole itself. Team Secret don't even know there's still Valdus under them, under the hill.
They don't know this for now. They don't know this for now. The members of Valdus just staying very, very quiet as a trio. Like a bunny in a rabbit hole.
What?
In between the vehicles, and HVNB not being able to find the players of Valdus as well. HVNB and Team Secret trading shots. Mad Toy doing wonderful work with that DP28.
Okay, and look at Team Secret still managed to get people from the HVNB from Vietnam for now, and there's a lot of compiling teams. And once again, Power 88's got the good compound. It's not too much team over there, and Team Secret and Valdus needs to run for now. They cannot spend any more time in this area. And this is the turning the table. It's going to turn the table. If Valdus suddenly stands up.
UI, what are you doing? Why are you going in towards HVNB on your own? And now in through the vehicle, Team Secret are going to get taken out at the hands of HVNB and Valdus all at once. I understand why they got caught out by Valdus, but why did UI go right into HVNB on his own? If they were going to go for that push, they should have done that all as one squad. So between the bit of a mistake and between that being caught out by Valdus, that has allowed now Valdus to kind of pushing on towards HVNB, knowing that they have 2 players knocked down. So great awareness by HVNB, confirmed that onto Rabbit. It's going to be like a rabid wolf in towards a smoke turnaround, the flick switch concept, looking for the conceptual plays. And now Frankie's going to be left on his own. He did get the revive onto Pin, but Pin is low in health, and Nate is going to be thrown out with the UMP in his hands. Frankie's knocked down, Pin is left on his own. Concept is going to get put down to the ground. A little bit of a third party from Power Triple 8, but it shouldn't stop Valdus from playing in on towards this team fight. HVNB are still alive. Weibo's in play. Goddard goes down. Valdus are left to 1, and I don't know how Pin is surviving in this game. Like a pin on the tent pole of a tent, he's just staying on the ground, getting the revive onto Frankie. 1v2 now in the favor of HVNB as Pin takes a shot. Frankie finds the Valdus go down, and that is you caught out, unfortunately distracted by previous third party. Good effort, Valdus, but the third partiers become the third partied.
Yeah. Power 88 for now is being another annoying third party, but look at Huya is going to rush into Reject Scarlet House, but meanwhile there's also Weibo on their behind. You know, this is a very bad situation for Reject Scarlet. Being sandwiched with 2 Chinese teams, there's also BBZ going in from behind, from the warehouse, And also, Hugo with the grenade can get one player from Reject Scarlet. And look at that! Through the smoke! The game sense from Weibo is insane! And Sarah will be ended with a grenade, I think so. And there's also
Oh.
Lapis behind her. Oh my god, the grenades connect. Look at Lapis HP, and it is it. This is a very good gameplay from the Chinese team. Look at the grenades rain. All around here is full filled with grenades. And for now, Duelo still alive, but I think the confidence for Duelo is going to be decreasing as well because he already missing his teammates. And Huya will push it, I think so.
But here's the thing. Yamao actually stole that kill onto Reject away from Weibo. So that does make Weibo alert to the fact that Huya are also in around this compound. So it could be a small case that Duelo might be able to go in, oh no, you know what? I spoke too soon. I was a little bit too hopeful because BBZ is on his own. Huya were able to push in, take down the last player Reject, and now they can control on towards this eastern side of the circle. Power 888 has nobody around them. If there's ever a game for Power 888 to win, it is this game.
Yeah, this is the chance, the biggest chance for Power 88 as the representative from Thailand to get the winner chicken dinner as well. And Huya also still standing strong with the full squad. We'll see how, because the circle itself is an open field. I don't see lots of vehicles. There's only one. Now Zio and another vehicles already lots of destroyed, right?
Perfect.
Oh, Zeus got the checkpoint. Yeah.
That's really good. And indeed, the checkpoint being utilized by Zeus in the right way. They have that low ground dip that they're able to work on. Still, the last player of HVNB though could actually get the needle in the haystack onto Zeus if Zeus aren't careful about that.
Yeah. And we're going to see how Power 88 already lock into Zeus position. But Huya over here sit with CJ as the frontliner, or they try to open the road for Huya itself. But I think they will wait the timing to become another third party. And
Frankie.
I don't think he can go anywhere again. It is a very lower ground, not too much to cover himself. And Zeus will just directly push into Frankie.
Onto the roof. Yamao goes. The awareness to just kind of go, okay, I can't see him from the ground. Let's move on to the roof. I have the higher elevated position. That is just so good from Yamao. It honestly blows my mind how big brain his movements are, his positioning, his plays in these games. It is just so refreshing to see that confidence and that drive. And now, Yamao still up as a full squad, have a 2-2 split. The last player from Weibo, staying quiet as Power AAA hold on as a 3-man team, but they're now outside the circle as it has shifted kind of in the middle with Zeus on the edge. It's very flat in the center of the circle, so all of these teams will be playing on the edge.
Yeah, on the edge of the circle, they just trying to do the setup, but I don't know, Zeus still got any utilities again or no, because they don't throw any more smoke. They need smoke. They know they need smoke, and there's also Power 88 will coming in and push Zeus. Oh no, it's going to be advantage again for Huya to becoming another third party once again.
Yeah, but Power AAA, credit where it's due, they disengage away from the buildings into a little bit of a decent position. I'm a little bit surprised that Zeus didn't actually stay there, because that's where Zeus positioned themselves when they did rotate, right? And they kind of opted to move away from it, and it's ended up going against them. So a part of feels bad, man, but also a part of, well, why did you move away from what was realistically a very good position by the dip of the hill? Of course, Power AAA, knowing that there is 7 other players around them, that is roughly 2 other teams left, as they do have 3 players up. They might realize that Huya still have a full squad, but they might not be aware that they do hold on to currently 2-2 split in very key areas. They're focusing right now onto the players of Zeus, prone down in this FPP position. A Molotov is going to burn Godless to a crisp 1 knockdown comes through, and that's going to leave Zyal left in zone for Zeus. Great play by Power Triple Eight using that utility that they've been able to hold on to because of their positioning in these circles until the very late stages of the game. BBZ goes down, tries to go for the disengagement away from the warehouse, is caught out by Huya. But now as Fluke from Power Triple Eight is going to stay prone down. He could be the anchor point, and Power Triple Eight are going to turn their attention, but Yamau is going to Lamau all over the players of Power Triple Eight, and Fluke is also going to get caught out. Shrep is left on his own. Let's see if he can drink this one up. Let's see if he can soda and bubble his way through, but Huya are going to be aware of that. Shrep is low on health. Huya looking for their 3rd chicken dinner across the PEI. That is it. Job done. Chinese chicken dinner comes on board at the hands of Huya, and you could say normal order has been resumed.
Yeah. Huya once again ordered the chicken dinner, and here you go. They got the chicken dinner for the Erangel. That's why from the previous one I told you, I don't know why Chinese team is quite strong in the Erangel. Their predict zone is also very good. That's why they still can manage to get the chicken dinner, but we'll see how later, because we still have another game for Erangel. But this is a very, how to say, mind-blowing again. Previously, the global teams already catching up, but suddenly, somehow, Huya still here. They still want their chicken dinner.
Like, you know, that's now like 7 out of the 9 games have been won by Chinese teams. That's still pretty wild. And yeah, you're dead right with regards to Chinese teams in Erangel, because, you know, even Weibo were up until the very end. But honestly, the team that I was most impressed with in that game was Team Secret. I was most impressed with them that game because they looked the most aggressive they've been so far in the PEI, right? They were taking fights, they were taking a couple of risks, but they were also kind of third-partying in the right way. Yeah, okay, the end game and the end execution on what was their downfall was a little bit poor, but I don't think that really takes away on what was really a very strong game from Team Secret.
Yeah, and also for Valdus, actually, he still maintained to play very sneaky on the whole, on the Erangel. Even Team Secret doesn't realize, and Team Secret create a mistake that they directly push into HVNB. U-High, right? U-High. Split alone.
Yeah.
With no one covering. Yeah, I think it's just another U-High gameplay. I pretty much saw U-High always do the gameplay aggressively alone, and that's usually make Team Secret lose their points, usually.
Wow. Top 7 teams have over 10 kills. Wow. Like, you know, Warriors, Valdus, Zeus, you know, well, I say Warriors, Valdus most notably because they were outside the top 3, you know. So it does show, and HVNB as well, sorry. So it does show that despite, obviously, still China kind of winning these games, I think there's a little bit more of a balance in terms of the global teams maybe picking up a few extra kills here, getting a little bit more confident there, right? That, you know, that little kind of, I wouldn't say balance, but you can see the evolution of the global teams between day 1 and day 2.
Yeah, of course. They just need time, I think. They need more time. If the PEI is being held for weekly or monthly, I think they can manage to raise the points. It's just because this is the 3 days. It is a sprint type of tournaments, right? They must adapt very quickly.
And you know, like two of the Team Secret players in the top 5 of the damage leaderboard, and then in the kills, Mao like 6, absolutely spot on. UI with 5, Concept and Shreps with 4 each. That's, you know, again, really good between Valdus and Team Seeker. You know, I'm impressed. Very, very impressive. Both teams maybe had a bit of a stronger start in the first couple of games. I know Team Seeker got second in the second game yesterday, but it wasn't really the right kind of second compared to how aggressive they're looking today. But if they had to start off a little bit stronger, I feel like, you know, they would be just a little bit better placed in the standings. It's the way it is, though, sometimes. And for me, just that improvement is really good.
Yeah. All the improvement they have really good as well. I think tomorrow is going to be much better because this is the second day, and afterwards they need to do more improvement, especially for the teams that still haven't stepped up. I think for Eagle, Esports, DRS, Reject Scarlet, Warriors, GEEK Fam also still on the bottom 5. They need to step up more. They need to improve
They do.
more, but they still have the chance. This is not over yet. Still got another Erangel match later, and tomorrow still got another 5 match. Yeah, if only they can manage to get sustainable points, I think they still can catch up for tomorrow. But look at here for the circle itself.
And like, those are kind of pretty harsh circle shifts, right? There's a little bit of a ping pong, right? Because it looked like it was going to be kind of on the north of the circle, but then it just ping pong back down south, and that's where I put a lot of teams under pressure in Rozhok. And that's one criticism I will say, to be fair, for outside of it doesn't really go towards Team Secret. Because I think they deserve to be there with how controlling they'd been. But I don't get why RNG played on to the... I know it's the edge of Rozhok, but it's the wrong edge of Rozhok because, you know, the only way you disengage is kind of up the hill or the road. Like, RNG's positioning in that moment was genuinely really bad. Like, really bad. You know, it doesn't make sense why they went there.
Yeah, correct. But if you saw the circle itself, still bouncing, not really bouncing too much, but pretty balanced for all teams. It's just amazing how Huya do the rotation. If you saw Huya before previously, they rotate from the southern side, right? From the southern side, and they managed to clear the reject Scarlet. That's why Huya can get the chance to get the winner chicken dinner. Even I thought that Power 88 can get the winner chicken dinner, because if you saw the Power 88 position is very safe. No one's nearby him. No one's nearby the Power 88. But look at Huya. They know they want this compound. They want to clear this area. That's why they're really committing to eliminate Reject Scarlet.
And even just
Power
like
88,
even just your mouse position previously of that, like, was so good. And then that 2-2 split, you can see he's just literally pointing out how many angles Huya had covered. Like, it was perfect.
Yeah, they can control lots of angles, lots of area. Look at the arrow that the analysts create, where the vision of Huya is much wider rather than Power 88. That's why Huya can control the circle really well. And that's it. They will straightly get the winner chicken dinner very easily for Huya.
And like, I don't think like Power AAA could have, like, I don't think them not winning the game was their fault, to be honest, because I think they were very proactive from their position. There was never really going to be a chance that they were going to, let's say, take Huya out, because even if they had gotten a knockdown, it might have slowed Huya down, but they wouldn't really have been able to push upon it. They were only ever going to be able to play on their side of the road, their side of the hill, their side of the circle. And I think they played that side. absolutely perfectly, and it's just one of those things where they didn't have that full squad up, and Huya, to their credit, had played so perfectly controlling as a full squad that it just ended up not really allowing Power AAA to have an opportunity to win.
Yeah. The positioning as well, for the Power 88, the map control is not as wide as Huya. Yeah, that's all. That's it. When the circle being controlled by the Chinese team, it's going to be very insane.
Typing something in chat. I'm just reminding people to please try and spread a little bit of positivity. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
know. In the world of live broadcasting on YouTube and other things, you feel like you can say what you want, but understand that sometimes it can hurt people, and it doesn't do. There's no point in messaging hate. You're just better
Yeah.
off spreading a bit of positivity.
Yeah, correct.
So-
Guys, for the viewers, especially, can I speak in Indonesia? Because
Can you would you be able to say that in was it Bahasa? I think it was the language you said.
yeah.
Yeah.
For wait, bahasa. Ayo. Oke. Halo guys, semua yang lagi nonton, yang dari tadi nungguin pakai bahasa Indonesia. Nih, aku lagi ngomong pakai bahasa Indonesia. Aku minta tolong ya, aku dari tadi tuh bacain komen kalian loh di sini. Ini juga kan komennya kan worldwide ya, dibaca sama orang-orang gitu. Jangan toxic-toxic, kita harus jadi orang yang positif, guys. Even misalkan mungkin BTR sama GEEK belum terlalu perform hari ini, kita tetap harus support mereka karena wajar. Yang namanya turnamen besar kayak gini tuh sulit banget. Kalian tuh harus bisa apa namanya, support terus tim favorit kalian. Jangan ngata-ngatain tim lain. Bayangin dong sampai ini casternya bilang ke aku minta tolong jangan ngomong toxic-toxic, bayangin dong, masa kalian nggak malu? Aku sih kalau misalkan jadi kalian, aku nggak mau sih jadi toxic-toxic lagi. Jadi minta tolong buat teman-teman semua ya, buat tetap support live stream-nya, like juga jangan lupa, karena hari ini nggak cuman hari ini ada caster dari Indonesia, besok juga ada Eldoki, cuma memang kita ngomongnya pakai bahasa Inggris karena kan, apa, ImPERium tuh kan talent dari sana, dari headquarter-nya juga. Seringkali kalau kalian nonton yang global, itu kan kalian juga sering lihat ImPERium. Ayo dong, kita harus tunjukin kalau viewers Indonesia tuh orangnya positif-positif, guys. Dari tadi aku bacain komen kalian loh. Maksudku kayak, ayo dong, let's go. Kita show kalau misalkan Indonesia tuh solid dan positif. Kayak biasa Pasta, Wolfie, Eldoge, Sanskuy, aku, Dona, Om Wawa, dan yang lain-lain suka ngomongin, kita harus tunjukin kita komunitas yang positif. Jangan kayak bocil, oke? Jangan lupa spread the love. Ayo, kasih emot tepuk tangan dulu.
Awesome.
you,
I love
ImPERium.
that. I love that. I didn't understand what you're saying, but I know it was nice stuff, and that's awesome. Okay, we're gonna listen to an interview with
Alright.
Rabbids of HVNB.
Rabbit. Okay.
Trong cái trận thi đấu thứ hai của ngày thi đấu hôm nay thì Học Việt Nam
It
Pro
might
đã
not be
giành
in
được
English,
chức vô địch.
actually,
Thì
to be fair.
với cái phần thưởng là
Yeah,
60.000
in
nhân dân tệ
Vietnam.
như vậy thì không biết team của bạn
But if
định
there's anybody
sẽ
in
sử dụng cái
chat
khoản
that
tiền này như thế
can
nào ha?
understand, it's still cool.
Với cái top 1 và cái
Yeah.
phần thưởng của trận top 1 ngày hôm nay thì bọn em quyết định là sau giải này sẽ có tổ chức một buổi liên hoan team.
在今天的比赛以后，我们打算会举行一个联欢会吧，然后一起就是庆祝，一起一起就是因为我们很高兴今天的结果， Không biết là Học viện Nam Blue có thường xuyên theo dõi PEI hay không? Với lại là không biết Học viện Nam Blue có biết hoặc là có quan tâm đến cái đội tuyển nào trong hệ thống giải đấu PEI không ha?
Bọn em có quan tâm đến giải đấu PEI nhưng mà với tần suất nó không được cao, và bọn em biết đến những cái đội ở khu vực thi đấu PEI đó là 4AM, Nova và ANG.
我们对 BL 的赛事非常感兴趣我也关注过一些就是 BL 的赛事，但是其实观看的频率还是不多。但是对我来说，就是我非常对 Nova 4AM 和 RNG 感兴趣，而且我也很常关注他们。Không biết là Học viện Nam Blue đến với giải PEI lần này thì mình có mục tiêu như thế nào ha?
Và đến cái giải PEI lần này thì mục tiêu của bọn em đó là sẽ đạt được cái kết quả cao nhất có thể và cống hiến cho những người xem ở Việt Nam.
我们来就是这次 BEI 的赛事，因为我们想就是可以得到可以尽量得到最高的位置，就是拿到冠军。然后我们也想就是把这个奖励就是贡献或贡献给到我们的粉丝的。Chúc team sẽ có nhiều thành công hơn trong tương lai và trong ngày thi đấu sắp tới và cả hôm nay.
Ok.
谢谢。
谢谢，谢谢，拜拜。
Okay, interesting. Did you by any chance understand any of that, Jessica?
Of course no. It's Vietnam.
Well, hey, look, you know the way, so because I'm stupid. So the reason why I asked is because my logic was that in like Scandinavian countries like Swedish, Danish, Norwegian and Finnish, so sometimes, you know, some of the countries can understand some of the other languages. So I don't know. I just thought I'd ask if there's in any way shape, you know. That was my logic, because... but I know it was stupid. But I thought I would like ask, you know.
Because the language I cannot understand at all, Vietnam.
Like I can barely understand Chinese, so you know. Oh, sorry, English should I say? So like you know, yeah. Anyway. But,
I think they just discussing about how do you feel you got the winner chicken dinner for today. So what's your strategy for next match? I think it's just about like that for the interview.
Yeah. and to be fair, I kind of would love to, because it seemed like he was without understanding what he's saying. It seemed like he was pretty happy to be interviewed as well.
Yeah.
So I would love to have understood what he was saying. You know, but you know, still fair play to him. He can say like he got interviewed at the PEI and that he's the first player to grab a chicken dinner in the event, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat asked me to ask you if you will marry them.
Not yet, not married. I got a boyfriend.
Sorry, guys. She's taken now. You can stop simping. Jesus Christ.
But it's okay. I got your love. I got all of your love, guys.
Aww. That's absolutely OP. So last game, Erangel, right? You know, I was hoping for another global final team to win. But hasn't been the case. We talked about the positives of Team Secret kind of stepping up in the last game in terms of aggression. And we also talked about BTR looking a little bit kind of scared. They've, in my opinion, they've got to find the fire inside them that has made them winners in the past. Because if they continue down this path, it's not going to get any easier.
Actually, for day one, they already played really well for me. I think so. But maybe for today, maybe they got lots of miscommunication. Maybe that's why I always talk with the casters in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Not only the hard skills that you have, you also must have the mentality to compete with another teams. Because if you already too soon, I mean, like you got eliminated in the very early game,
Yeah.
you must know how to bring back the fire inside your game. But I'm still having my trust in Bigetron and GEEK fam, and maybe for another team, maybe Valdus for the global, to get the winner chicken dinner again, because those three teams are the teams that already have a lots of experience. GEEK fam, even though
Okay.
this is their first time experience, but if you know, in PMPL Indonesia, on the regular season, they lost one super weekends. They only play 2 super weekends, and suddenly in the grand final, they play like crazy. And also like Bigetron and Alliance, lots of times we already saw they lost their moments, but they managed to do the
Find them
comeback.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Very true. Somebody in chat actually sent a message of the translated, kind of rough translated interview. So thank you very much, Min Kwan Dang. I hope I'm saying that right. Basically the interview went as the girl asked how he feels about, you know, getting the top one, and the response is that he was very happy. He was then asked if he often watches like PEL or, you know, Chinese Game for Peace, and he says he doesn't usually watch it. And apparently the last sentence from the player from HVNB is that he hopes HVNB will get another top one. So thank you very much. If that is true, Ming, and that translation is true, thank you so much for typing that in chat. It really does mean a lot that you took the time to put that out there for everybody to understand, and appreciate you, my friend. But the last game is starting, and we are into the playing path.
Yeah. And another similar flat path, I think so. The flight path is far away from Yasnaya and near to Zarki and the Sosnovka military base as well. This is the similar flight path from the first Erangel, but we'll see how the circle will be. For many times I saw warriors. I think they will met with 2E again with Eagle Esports again. This is Milta area, right? Oh no, it's going to be a deja vu where the players is still on parachute and another player shooting him. Let's see
but
now.
the members... Oh, M16 does take a couple of shots on the Junie. It's a good start. And I like the fact that Eagle Esports have gone for a little bit of a 2-2 split. So they have that maybe somewhat, I wouldn't say anchor point, but that little bit of a, hey, we have maybe a couple of off angles. And because they landed a little bit quicker, then Warriors are able to take advantage of that. So Warriors are, it's not looking the absolute strongest. Forrest also takes a little bit of damage on his parachute down. This is much better proactivity from Eagle Esports to at least defend their area and push back Warriors a little bit.
Yeah, correct. It is not a very intense fight, but Eagle is just maintain to get away from Warriors, not too much fight like previous match in Milta. But see how the circle goes for the first phase. You see that the circle is similar again and again with the Erangel for the fourth match previously. And Valdus for now is having a great spot for looting in Rozok. I think we will see how, because the area itself is similar to previous match, the circle itself. So I think the rotation will be similar. It's just maybe about the timing or maybe the fight itself. So for now, Eagle Esports already got their guns, already got their utilities. I think they're trying to do some
Pushing
engagement
in.
towards Milta. Oh no, there's still forest on the second floor, but Nguyen's still trying to find out where are the warriors peoples are. Oh, look at that. He spot the
Oh.
Vavian over there, but doesn't manage to get one. Ooh, forest! Forest is really nearby Nguyen.
And that con is going to get knocked down on the Fabian. That's a good start. Forest, if your time is going to move, it kind of could be now. The members of Eagle Esports are actually going to avoid you completely, so a bit of a backstab could come through as S-Sung is going to knock down Namchin, knocks down Nguyen as well. Oh, S-Sun and then Junie on towards the sideline is going to confirm Namchin. Forest is now going to disengage away. He's going to look for the shots on the Dakon. What looks so good for Eagle Esports has gone horribly wrong just like that. He got a little bit too confident with your positioning, and it's gone against you. Junie coming in from the back line. Darley is trying to heal up. Dakon is getting the revive onto the Joykin, while Junie doing a great job of playing around. Forest is going to wrap as well. Maybe wrapping a little bit too deep. I feel like that's a little bit too long for Forest to pull off that rotation, but it might work out in time. And now Eagle Esports, it is a 3v3 for now. I think the members of Warriors have been able to get the revive on the Fabian, so it's 4v3 in the favor of Warriors. That puts them under even more pressure.
Yeah, and the positioning of the Eagle Esport is really a disaster. Look at the nades thrown by Junie. One get one free. And for now, Nguyen 2K as the last man standing is trying to survive, but I don't think Nguyen 2K will survive because two players from Warriors is already coming in. And look at Vavian is trying to spray through the window for now. Nguyen over there being caught by the players from Warriors. Wow,
Like,
Eagles, why?
Okay. I still want to give respect to Eagle Esports, right? I still want to give respect to Eagle Esports because compared to the last game, they dropped better, they joined together, they pushed together initially. What they then did wrong is on that first knock, instead of doing a little bit more scouting while still moving, they kind of pushed towards the road blindly. And that's when Sasung was able to get that double knock, and it completely went outside of their control. And look, it's so hard because that one mistake can just turn it against you, and that's what happened with Eagle Esports. But I still want to give them respect for playing a much stronger game than the previous Erangel one.
Yeah, correct. Because the minor mistake can be a major problem if you don't manage to learn from the previous mistake. Because it's like 2 times in a row for Eagle eliminated and Milta itself. I don't think it is a good decision if they still try to get the drop zone in Milta area for tomorrow last day in Erangel. But we'll see how, because
Yeah.
it's only 2, right? You want to fight for your pride or you want to fight for your points?
Well, I think, Eagle Esports are at a point where they kind of have nothing to lose, so why not fight for your pride? And if it goes against you, you kind of haven't really gone anywhere, and if it goes towards you, you feel a little bit more confident, as Huya are going to gatekeep DRS on towards the edge of the bridge. A bridge camp comes on through. DRS are in a position where they're not fully exposed, but that's a lovely 2-2 split coming out from the Chinese tier 2 team playing against these tier 1 Behemoths across the world. Mafia Boy gets knocked down. It can't work out in his favor. Nice wraparound by 74 across the underside of the bridge, the belly of the beast. DRS are walking into a world of trouble right now. Mafia Boy is confirmed up, and DRS are down to 3 players. AJ is trying to disengage away, so is Mr. Barra, but I can see Yamau just continuing to lay down to hurt the pressure on the DRS and send them back into the blue zone. That is phase number 1. This is so confident from the members of Huya.
Yeah, Huya really gives the pressure for DRS. who's trying to do the rotation from the southern to the main island. But for now, we're going to focus again for Zeus, who already managed to get one player from Dingoz FA over there, but all of the other players will try to
Zeus.
run away. But Pamburu is really being
Nice.
hunted by Ably over there. 2 players from Dingo is already down, but I think 2 other members still maintains to survive. But for now, Huya still being here, still giving another pressure for the DRS team. They're
What's
still
more,
on the
yeah.
Oh my god. They still on the southern
Yeah,
island.
yeah. They're still on the South Island, I know. So they're pretty far away from the circle in this phase 2, but I don't think Huya really care. However, Mr. Burrow, the fight is on. Okay, DRS, a little bit like Eagle Esports. I respect that. You're kind of in a position where you got nothing to lose. You're representing Nepal. You're representing South Asia. And although it has been a very tough job so far, you're going up against one of the best in this tournament. And one of the best in China, despite them being tier 2. 74 is low on health. He's trying to heal up, but he's out of his energy. So he is ticking down a little bit more heavily. A grenade is fired up by Guyalzen, working really well to disengage 74 away from that rock. Another nade comes through, but Mr. Burrow from the side gets a knock, and that leaves Yamao left on his own. But here's the thing, Jessica. This is Yamao. He's a one-man wrecking machine. He's a one-man army. If anybody can turn this fight around, it is Yamao.
This is Yamao, the danger from Huya. We are going to see how he will do the clutch for now. 1 versus 2 situation is going to be a very hard situation, but not for Yamao. Look at that spray. Really connect to one person. Mr. Boro is being taken down, but Yamao need to heal himself. He needs to heal himself, and he still got the boogie for now. I think he will do the rush with his boogie, but not for now. See? Yamao already take his boogie back. No? Oh no. He just playing objective. He doesn't want to get the kill.
AJ?
What?
AJ would have heard the sound of the boogie, but he's going to actually avoid it. DRS are going to still be up as a 3-man squad. And hey, look, I respect that, Yamao. Why not stay alive? Look, to play to enter into the circle. It's going to be a hell of a tough job, but I got to say credit to DRS. Genuinely credit to DRS, because they were coming into this fight, they were looking scared. They got kind of caught out. They lost a player, and they did kind of, they did move away, but they then stayed to the point where they were like, we need to take this fight. Screw it.
Yeah.
And they won it. They won it. They won the fight. They won that fight.
Yeah, because 3 players from Huya is being eliminated, remaining Yamao all alone. But yeah, Yamao needs to get into the play zone. That's why Yamao doesn't want to get the risk as well as the last man standing. And previously we saw that GEEK fam met BTR, but I don't know where the fights will continue or not. But Yamao wants to do the revenge. He waits on the bridge. He waits DRS on the bridge. What? He's very
Bridge
sneaky.
Camp 2.0 as we move on to the battle on the compound across the bridge between Zeus and Team Secret. Zeus already on 3 kills, now looking to take down Team Secret, who looked a hell of a lot stronger in the previous game. iShots has no time to heal. Up on top, Icy comes through, gets a knock. And of course, that will leave Team Secret down to just one player as he finds one. Yamao onto Mr. Burrow. Chucks out his smokes. Going to use that then to reposition on towards the other side. That's a really good job. He's going to cook up a grenade. This is big brain play. The pre-nade is going to connect. AJ goes down. You can see it before it happens. Yamao is just 9 billion IQ. Like, seriously, the intuition, the awareness, it's like he's 5 steps ahead.
Yeah, oh my god, it's a big brain gameplay, and Yamao do it all alone. He's doing it all alone on the bridge. What? It's crazy.
I bow to you, my friend. I bow to you. Guyalzen is now left on his own, and okay, Yamao could technically get bridge camp by Alzen, and that kind of seems to be the case as Yamao does suffer a little bit of damage. But this is in the blue. This is phase 3 as well. This is phase 3 blue zone because we had a shift. So whoever wins technically won't win because both players are massively low in health as Alzen gets called out. Yamao finds it, and that is a 1v3. Like I said, if anybody can turn this fight around, it's Yamao. And he does it. The guy's just, man, seriously. Yamao is just, oh man.
Lemao.
It's Lemao goes, wow.
Lemao.
That's like,
Wow, it's a very
Seriously.
crazy gameplay. Insane. Oh my god. I didn't expect that he will wait on the bridge to do some revenge, but what? He still managed to get 3 points. 3 extra points. And he still got the buggy to go to another circle. Oh, what a great game.
by the way, and please know, that 1v3, honestly, that wasn't really like anything against DRS because, you know, if that was any team, that probably would have been a 1v3. Seriously, like, you know, that's like I said, that is like intuition, 2 steps ahead, big brain play from Yamao. He caught them off guard once, threw out 2 smokes, and what those 2 smokes did was that gave a little bit of a false pretense that he was staying on that side of the bridge. So what he did was he knew that AJ was going to go on towards the other side to try and wrap around. So he pre-cooked a grenade, knew that AJ was coming, would have heard the sound of the steps.
Yeah.
Job done. Like, it is so clean. But anyway, moving on into this game, the next phase 4, has shifted up north. So it's going to be north of the river. RNG looking good on the western edge as a full squad. Weibo are putting pressure on the HVNB. One player knocked down. Rabbids is able to move away. So for the most part, HVNB still not looking too bad as a 3-man team.
Yeah. But Pin is just being pinned down by Ziol over there. I think another rest of the HVNB still managed to survive, but look at Yamao only got... What? What is this?
I don't know.
What, he dropped?
I don't know. I think he realizes he's not going to survive.
Okay.
So I think he's just memeing at this stage of the game. Yeah, he's actually going to...
He lost his mind. He already wasted all of his IQ on the bridge, right?
I'm kind of not a fan of that, and I think that's a tiny bit disrespectful, but for the memes, it's pretty hilarious. We move on to this game. HVNB moving and encroaching onto a space held onto by GEEK fam. Katu is going to get knocked down by Ziol in the backline, and a little bit of a cheeky third party pushes back the push that GEEK was holding on to. Molotov also is going to be sent on through as GEEK fam are being put under a little bit of pressure. We move on towards the other members of the other Indonesian team as BTR looking for an engagement onto Dingoz.
Yeah, for now, look at here also, GEEK fam will got some fight with Zeus and also HVNB, but I'm not really sure that GEEK fam knows theirs. Oh yeah, they already know. They already hear the step as well. There's a lot of smoke over here, set up by GEEK fam. But GE,
yep, just like
taken
that.
Down by Godless.
Yeah, the whole of HVNB between a third party, between GEEK fam, it was only going to go one way at the end of the day. A lot of smoke's being utilized, to be fair, by HVNB to stay alive as Paratrooper Blade are moving away, staying on the southern side of the river. And it's not a bad place to be because on the edge of the southern side of the river, you can still take shots on the teams on the northern side, right? So that little bit of third-party potential is there from across the river, and they're going to have to do that if they're going to have to push into the circle on the next phase. Weebos are doing a great job. Weibo, should I say, are doing a great job of pushing teams back and creating more controlling spaces. Reject taking the fight against RNG.
Oh yeah, correct. For now, RNG is going to meet with Reject. Look at the setup by RNG. They do the splits 1 and 3, leaving 1 man on the back line. But 77, we're going to rush open it again and spray down over there. But still not managed to get 1 to Elo. But another trial for now. Ooh, Divine, very low HP, but still trying another trial spray towards Duello. But there's Buggy over here, and the vehicle is really doing another defensive for Scarlet. But no, they cannot maintain to defend themselves. Divine is the last man standing, cannot manage to stand anymore, and Reject Scarlet is being eliminated as well.
Yeah, Reject are out. RNG holding on to the western side of the circle. They have a couple of buildings based on this next circle shift if they do need to move down. Zeus are being the gatekeepers of this bridge, or being the trolls of this game. IC is knocked down. They've already got 9 kills. They found their mojo and heavily with an M24 gets a bad headshot bolt. They knock on to a player power triple 8, but GEEK found the Indonesian side looking to stop that movement from the players of Zeus and help control their spot inside this circle.
Yeah, for now it's a 3-way showdown from GEEK, Zeus, and also Power 88. Look at here, GEEK already throwing his car into the river, but Zeol will try another trial from the second floor. Look at that, trying to lock on into Mort, but Mort is all alone.
Nice.
Mort is all alone, throwing another grenade, I think, from IC. Another trial to the Mort, but Mort still managed to cover himself.
Yeah, nice awareness by Mort. Kind of recognized with one nade thrown out, there's going to be a slew of grenades being thrown out as well. Also, great play by Zeus, because Mort, if he had been able to move closer without getting caught off guard, that would have been the start of a great potential push for Zeus. But they were aware of that. They played off that now with confirming that kill and getting Godless across the bridge onto the other side with the rest of the team. Look at the angle by Icy. He has so much information. Thomas is going to get knocked down. A great start onto a high ground, but Zeol Godless should look to try and push upon that. Maybe a cheap grenade or two if you have that. There you go, Zeol. You have the nade. You know what you're doing, because they're going to go for the revive, and that's going to be a free double. Not, it's a little bit too far away.
Yeah, not too far away for the grenade to take down GEEK, but for now they still fight for the edge of the circle. They want this choke point, but look at Godless.
No way.
Oh my god, trying to rush all alone. Got one more and another trial to the front, but he needs to reload. But look at that, Kato becoming the last man standing, trying to clutch, but oh no. Zeus is really on fire, just really on fire, playing very aggressive, but this is also a bad situation for BTR because Luxy already being taken down, remaining Liquid, and I think Liquid is all alone.
Yeah, Liquid's all alone. Zeus are on 14 kills. Weibo, the current leaders of this PEI and 155 points, looking to, of course, wrap in on the eastern edge. Valdus, the murder, of course, also on the high ground position, could work something in their favor against Weibo, as Concept is low on health, has to worry about warriors from behind. It's not the most confident position for Valdus because it's more on the sidelines of the hill, but as that circle does center up, they do still have a tiny anchor point in this circle, but it's also good for Weibo because they know off the back of Liquid going down, they have way more of the eastern edge in their favor.
Yeah, and moreover, Weibo got the airdrop, if I'm not mistaken. Weibo got the airdrop and they got reset for the armor and for the helmet as well. Leader is being taken down, but there's still time to do the revive. Ming as well already got being revived, but Valdus still trying to lock on Weibo, and Weibo also locking in for Team Secret. But what's happened?
Warriors?
Ooh, what? He's very crazy from Warriors coming in, just rushing in like that, like crazy. But I think the rush from Warriors is failed because Juni is all alone for now. Concept also alone. But
grenade.
There's this one situation, there's a grenade coming in, and Valdus maintains to eliminate Warriors. And here
I
you go,
don't
RNG.
mind that push. I don't mind that push by Warriors. I thought that was great. It's just obviously better defended by Valdus, and they were a little bit more prepared for that. Great play by Concept to keep themselves alive. And RNG now on the northern edge of this circle, but I don't think they really want to be there because I don't really think that's the most optimal position. 5 teams left. Abilene goes down. Ravenclaw from Power 888 is going to get that knockdown. He's the last player standing for his side, but Weibo might be spotting him, and BBZ said sayonara. Konnichiwa with that mini 14 Power 888 out of the lobby. 4 teams left, 15 players. Just to remind you, Zeus are on equal points with Huya now in the standings off the back of those 14 kills. So whatever placement points they get, it's pretty much going to put them in 3rd place in the standings. That's going to be the first time a global team is into top 3 since, I believe, the end of game 1 yesterday.
Yeah, correct. Zeus now still trying to fight for their points. Godless and IZ2 last man standing. We're gonna fight with Self, but be careful because there's also Weibo on their right side. This circle is really being controlled with the Chinese teams as well. But you can see, look at the grenade from Singsi. It's really crazy grenade. Emily cannot maintain to do the backup. The backup is lit, and another grenade explode. But look at Self. He's trying to find another last man standing. Singsi over here has just thrown another last grenade towards them, but look at here. Will it maintain to explode on time? Godless still survive. Oh my god, Self will spray through the car. The car already explode, but Godless still try to survive. He already set up lots of smoke, but this is a very bad situation because the circle is already being dominated by the Chinese teams.
Weibo are kind of helping Zeus a little bit, just a little bit. Right, RNG can't push perfectly onto this fight, but Zeus is going to get confirmed off the back of a beautiful Molotov being cooked up. Godless is now left on his own. It has been a fantastic game for Zeus, to be fair. They should be playing for this positioning. Final 4 teams, RNG, Weibo, Valdus, and Zeus in play. 3 players up for Valdus, but they're outside the circle. Weibo are now going to turn their attentions on towards Valdus as they get a double knock come through between Ming and Leader, leaving Goddard left on his own. He was of course, the man of the moment against Warriors earlier on, but this is a much bigger story that they're going to have up to hold, and it is going to go against them. Valdus are out of here. 2 teams now left standing because Godless went down, so it's an all Chinese win between either of these 2 teams, and it seems like it's going to be Weibo's game. Although RNG, despite having 77 H6 knockdown, they do still have 2 players behind Self. It's important that Self drags Weibo out into the open on the other side of the hill. He gets a knock onto BBZ, looks for another one, but he's going to get knocked down and returned by ZZ9. Okay, RNG, don't be afraid to continue to push, but it's important that you do still push. 1 revive has been laid onto Ming, so that's healthy. You're going for the revive on the Self? That isn't the way to go, in my opinion, Zing. Now XE1 is also in the back line. XE1 could do something with that. A nice Molotov is going to go close to the knockdown member of RNG. Zingzi stands up, looks for the shots on the Ming. Ming finds Zingzi. 1 player left up for RNG. XE1 with the Vector in his hands. He's going to get 1 knockdown. Looking for the confirmation on the Leader. That's healthy, but he has to prone down. Not quite the time. Not quite the case. Weibo claim their 5th chicken dinner in this PEI, back on top as they belong in Erangel for the final game of the day.
Oh my god, Weibo is really OP. It is just too overpowered. Oh my god, really? Once again, the Erangel map is being dominated by the Chinese team. See, the rotation of the Chinese team in Erangel always on point. 2 maps back to back, won again by the Chinese teams.
Like I was kind of praying for RNG in that last fight because they haven't got a chicken dinner, right? And it's like, come on, RNG, come on, you can do it. Maybe it was maybe they were just kind of spread out a little bit too much where they weren't able to, because I think they got a great engagement onto Weibo, right? They had a backline knock and then they had a second knock by self onto BBZ, but because there wasn't 3 players together or 2 players together, there wasn't anything to follow up on, so that allowed the revives to come on through and Weibo to come out on top. And 27 points. When they win massively. 15 kills, 12 points, 27 in total. But I gotta say, Zeus, they were impressive in that final game of the day. 17 kills, 24 points. Hey, I love it.
Impressive by Zeus. So Zeus going to get the most kill. You're right.
Yeah, most kills in that game. I wish we had a leaderboard, but I don't think they're gonna show the leaderboard. But seriously, so impressive. And Zeus with 5 kills, 8 knocks, 1100 damage. Cannot go wrong with that. MVP on top.
Yeah. Whoa, the damage. 1000 damage. That's a lot of damage by
one
Zeus.
player.
Yeah, from one player especially, because Zeus maintained to guard the choke point when they fight with GEEK fam. They did a lot of damage over there, I think so, and they play very aggressively by getting 17 kill points. It is crazy.
Definitely.
And this is like the Zeus in PMGC, right?
Yes.
Where they play like they don't think anything. They just go, rushing in here and there.
Yeah.
They just play like, how to say it? They're not playing very objective, but they just trying to play like a classic match, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. There is elements of you know, they've let go of the training wheels and they're just kind of going full steam into the fights. There is, of course, a level of calculation and there's a brilliant, you know, strategy behind their engagements, right? That engagement onto GEEK fam was perfect, and the preparation of recovering from it was fantastic. Noticing that Mort had gone across the bridge and they had to slow him down. And even though the whole of GEEK fam had moved across, that slowing down onto Mort was just massively impactful for what was a fight going in the favor of Zeus, and Godless then pushing in at the right time. Like seriously impressive by Zeus. At the end of the day, though, without getting the chicken dinner, it's really stopping them from getting into the top 2. I believe they have finished in 3rd overall in the standings, so credit to them so far in today's games. But with one more day to go, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen in 5 match, especially if they can maintain to get lots of points by killing just like Zeus did. I think they still can chase the points, but to chase Weibo points, I think it's too hard. And this is the 500 IQ gameplay by Mao, but I don't really like when he just burned himself and the camera spectate him. It's kind of a little bit disrespectful for him. But yeah, it's already happened. And for Zeus, as you can see, they really have lots of confidence to push a lot of teams. And this is the advantage of the FPP. If you manage to get lots of confidence to pushing in, it's going to be a big win for you, just like Zeus did.
Yeah, for sure. It's just like so big that came out in this game, and like, whew, what a day, what a set of games, like what a set of games. Like, do you think that BTR will drop, or Zeus, should I say more importantly, will drop in bootcamp with BTR tomorrow?
still 50-50 because Zeus, I think he's actually not defending the pride, but it's just Zeus being Zeus. Because if you can see by their gameplay, he just like to do the war. He just like to rushing in here and there. I don't think he will. I don't know. It's just still 50-50 because Sanhok is only one map, right? It's not a repetitive map. So if you losing one game, it's not a big deal, I think, for them.
Like, I see where you're coming from. Personally, I disagree that, like, when I say I disagree, as in, like, I really want to see Zeus drop away from Bootcamp. Because, or at least if they do drop in Bootcamp, they should drop, like, on one side, essentially not go for the lobster building, the center lobster building. Because at the end of the day, it is still only 5 games, and they can't rely on all the other games, in my opinion. And every game is going to count. And I think, like, after how they performed in the last game, it's not like they dropped on a team and got a load of kills. They dropped and then they pushed teams and they controlled their position. So to me, I don't think they should drop with BTR and Bootcamp, because 2 days BTR came out on top. The chances of that happening in day number 3, I think, is obviously a lot higher. So, you know, the Mongolian side Zeus should definitely move away from Bootcamp, in my opinion.
Okay, I got your point. Well, we'll see tomorrow how Zeus will play, because of this last match, they got the chance to catch up with the other top 2 teams, right? So maybe, but however, they still got the chance also. If they want to win the Bootcamp, they will get lots of points. So it's like gambling. If they won, they will get extra 8 points. But if not, they will lose.
I'm kind of curious to add something up. Just give us 2 seconds, because I'm a little bit curious. Okay. Because... okay, so firstly, there's a leaderboard between 15th and 6th. I might actually pause it, just so people can see it for a little bit longer. You know, like Eagle Esports in 15th, 25 points. DRS. Actually, I don't know. Wait, whoa. Is DRS 13th and Reject 14th? Or is it Reject... Because their logos and their team names are mixed around.
Oh yeah, it's correct. Oh yes, correct. DRS and Reject Scarlet is switching logos, I think. And also Warriors, Team Secret, BTR. I think all the logos.
Oh yeah!
Right?
Oh yeah, they made the boo-boo! Geek Fam is right. So is... Actually, no. HY.FA is meant to be Dingoz. And Dingoz is meant to... They totally messed up the leaderboard teams. Okay, so I don't know what to make of that. That's... Okay, I have a feeling that it's the logos that are correct, and the team names are wrong. I think the logos are correct. So Dingoz are in 6th. HVNB are in 7th. Power Triple 8 are 8th. BTR 9th. Team C. Wait, no, because Team Seeker have got to be... No, our Team Seeker... Okay, I thought Team Seeker were doing better, but obviously not. But yeah, I think that's the standings. You know, ignore the team names, guys. Just go based on the logos.
Yeah, only 2 teams, right? Geek Fam and Eagle. The rest are messed up, right?
Yeah, because Blueface says rankings are correct, logos are wrong. I disagree that the logos are wrong, because Huya are not in 6th. HY.FA are not in 6th. They were coming into this game in 4th. Or maybe they are 6th. Maybe they are 6th.
Okay.
What? Wait.
I don't know. We'll check on Wikipedia later, maybe.
Well, that's I'm going. That's the thing. I'm having a look at Liquid. No, because Huya even won the game 4, so Huya were coming into this game. No, I don't think Huya are in 6th.
So only top 5 who got the correct name and logo.
See, because because the top 3, no, because the top 5 is right. The top 5 is right.
Top 5 is right.
So HY.FA is so if you go, like, if I go back, you know, HY.FA, the logo is right. It's not the actual ranking. So it's the logos that are right. You know? Yeah, thank you, Blueface. You are wrong. It's okay, man, though. It's confusing for everybody. Sorry, man. Yeah, so Weibo currently in first on 177 points. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Oh my lord. That? Yeah, so Weibo currently in first on 177 points, but they have like a 46-point lead ahead of RNG in second. A 46-point lead, and they've won 5 out of the 10 games. They've won half of the games.
Okay.
Like, that's mental. That's wild. Absolutely wild.
Wow, the points is way too far away.
So can Weibo be caught up?
I don't know. It's hard. Very hard.
Yeah.
Because one chicken dinner only 12 points.
Yep. And I will say, Zeus, fair play to them for being third, the only global team in the top 3. But they're only 19 points away from RNG. Now, on the other hand, they're only 7 points ahead of Huya. But to be only 19 points behind second place, that's really good from Zeus. Like, considering they came into today's games, like, you know, like 25 points behind RNG, they have had a net positive and moved up to third.
Yeah. But Valdus still got chance, I think.
They do. Valdus are only 8 points behind Huya.
Yeah, still got the chance to chasing up the teams above, as long as they can play more aggressive, just like Zeus.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, because the top 3 in kills are the top 3 in the standings, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Weibo is like, I wouldn't say it's an exception, but they're in another stratosphere right now. Like, you know, they're in another universe. But you know, 81 kill points for RNG, 73 for Zeus, and then it kind of drops pretty massively with Huya on 54 and Valdus. Yeah, they're only on 36 kills, so that's something that we need to see more from Valdus on.
Yes, so kill points really matters in this PEI.
Yes, definitely, especially obviously, and you mentioned it earlier on, like the first two phases, getting 2 points per kill, that's pretty important.
I wonder if tomorrow or the first or second circle will there any clash, like because they know they need points, right? So maybe they will just crashing into someone's drop zone, maybe to get more points.
Yep, exactly. It's gonna be very, very, very interesting. That's the amount of money that each team has made, by the way, so far. So despite not getting a chicken dinner, like, you know, Zeus haven't got technically any money from this. Weibo have got 200k Chinese yen from wins, and RNG with 80 and Huya with 100k. So it's like, yeah.
200 yuan. Whoa. That's a lot of money. Oh my god. And yesterday on the fifth hashtag there's BTR, but for now Valdus is stepping up already. Valdus already becoming the top 5 killers. So we'll see tomorrow how, because tomorrow is going to be the final day. I'm really looking forward for tomorrow because we still got chance for global teams, right?
Well, 2 global teams getting chicken dinners out of 5 games today. Yeah, that's a massive positive. That's a massive improvement compared to yesterday. So yeah, to me, there's a lot of hope for BTR. And I say BTR more than Geek Fan, to be fair. BTR really need to take a leaf out of Valdus's book. They need to find a fire inside. They really need to, you know, take some risks and take some chances. Like, after taking out Zeus and Sanhok, I don't know why they didn't, like, use that maybe to kind of boost their confidence and boost their aggression coming into the 2 Erangel games. It just feels like they're, like, this is not global teams where you can, like, wrap them around your finger strategy-wise. This is PEI, and you've really got to have to, you know.
Hello, Pasha.
Get it? Okay, so Pasha from Dingoz.
How are you?
Let's have a
feeling
listen with this
today
interview.
Attending the PEI this time.
It's very, like, for us, we are very happy to attend this kind of tournament because they are playing in FFP. So it is their first time, and we are excited to play for this tournament.
我们今天参加这个比赛非常开心，因为这是我们第一次来参加 PEI， 所以我们整个团队都是非常激动的心情。So during the 3rd match today, your team got the prize, and so how are you planning to spend it?
How are we going to play to spend it? I'm not sure yet, but we're just gonna focus on the tournament and try to get more money, I guess.
我现在还不知道要怎么去花呢，但是我们可能会继续在比赛中加油，然后继续能够去获得更多的奖励金。So now your team is ranking the 6th, and you have won one of the matches. And so for tomorrow, will you change any of your tactics during the play? And what is your goal for this match?
So we're going to change a little bit on how we're going to play, since most of the team are playing aggressive. And our goal for this tournament, I guess, with the current performance, I guess we can go till top 4 or top 3.
我想在明天的比赛当中，我们还是会继续努力，去持续的发力去打。然后我们的目标呢是希望能够争取前3或者前4名。So do you follow the PEL match, and which team do you follow? And is there your favorite team?
Favorite team, I guess. I don't have any favorites. I guess my favorite is my own team. I guess Dingoz.
我平时有关注 PEL 的比赛。
Even though they asked about the PEL, which is a Chinese league, but fair enough.
可能就是我们自己的队伍。Okay, thank you for taking our interview, and I wish you all the best for tomorrow. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye bye.
I really like that. I love the fact that, you know, it's like, yeah, we can fight top 4, top 3. It's not going to be easy, but they can do it. Let's be fair.
Yeah, correct. And what's your favorite team? He still vote for Dingoz.
Like, I thought he was going to say Nova, because that's, you know, in the analyst desk is one of the players from Nova, actually.
Yeah,
as
King,
far as I know,
right?
it's King. Yeah, King, as far as I know. So, you know, I thought if it was me, I would have been, even if I don't watch PL, I would have been like, yeah, Nova's my favorite team. You know, just because it's like, yep, I would have, like, you know, appeased the Nova fans in the stream chat kind of thing. But yeah, I think he must have missed it. So you know what? The stream is over on their end, so to speak. So I think it's a good time to kind of end my stream. What is the second of the day, because I made a massive boo-boo. It won't happen tomorrow. It won't happen again tomorrow. I promise that much. But Jessica, I want to thank you so much for casting with me. It was a genuine pleasure and an honor. Seriously, you kicked ass. You were super entertaining and super informative, and it was a serious pleasure on my end. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Is there something you'd like to just put out and chat in your own language kind of thing?
Before I talk in my language, maybe I want to say thank you also for you, ImPERium, for the chance to cast this PEI together with you. It's an honor for me as well, because this is my first time to cast along with a literally native caster in English, which is previously I don't have any confidence, but you still encourage me to do the cast with you. So I want to say thank you also for today's chance to cast with you again. Maybe hopefully tomorrow we still can get another collaboration. And for all ImPERium viewers, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry also if there's some mistakes that I'm when I speak in English, or maybe when I do the cast is not really perfect, because English is not my native language. It's just like my second or third language. I very thank you for you all who already support me. And for Indonesian viewers, buat teman-teman yang nonton dari tadi yang dari Indonesia, terima kasih banget buat udah nontonin kita berdua. Mohon maaf kalau misalkan ada salah kata juga. Terima kasih buat teman-teman yang selalu stay positif, support terus tim-tim Indonesia ataupun tim-tim lain, tim favorit kalian. Yang penting tuh kalian tuh stay positif aja, jangan bikin Indonesia malu, pokoknya bikin Indonesia bangga gitu guys ya. Karena gimana pun juga aku kan ngebaca komentarin kalian, dan aku juga dari Indonesia, jadi aku kayak agak gimana gitu kalau baca komentar yang gimana gitu kan. Ini thank you semuanya, terima kasih everybody. Pokoknya makasih banget ya. Thank you ImPERium also. I give it back to you.
Okay, so on that note, thank you so much guys. Have an absolutely wonderful evening wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, stay awesome, look after yourselves, look after your families, do everything you can to spread a little bit of positivity. And day 3 of the PEI finals will be happening, of course, tomorrow. So join me and a couple of other special guests for tomorrow's stream. Have a good evening. See you guys then.
Bye.